Hello, folks. Hopefully, everybody is having a wonderful Saturday. Um, I'm trying out a new laptop. Let me know how the sound is, how the video is. I uh, I went live 3 minutes early, just because LG always picks on me. So I went early just for Lori. And like I say, hopefully the video is good. I am down in my new office and it's let's see here. Sounds good. Thank you, Lori. And g'day, Lukey. Everything looks good. Hmm. Survival LT, hello. Sheepy Bradshaw, welcome. Rebecca Davis, touched by yarn. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. And of course, the one and only Lila Newton. I am just trying to get my live up so that I'm not just making sure that everything's all right. Oh my goodness. I'm doing all right. Lukey, how are you doing, buddy? Hey, Jesse. What's shaking? And remember, it's PG. It's not after 9 o'clock yet. Sorry, guys, I'm having a hard time. I can't have my live come up. Mike Henderson. Hey, Nora, Stock Explorer. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Tina Ladybug, welcome. And I've talked about her. I don't know if I really addressed her, so I will say hello, Laurie. Hello, Greg. All right, well, that's a good thing. Ooh, damn, I look good tonight. It's enough out of the peanut gallery. Um, I do believe that I got myself all caught up. Look at how that happened. You'd almost think that I had that planned. Excellent. So again, I appreciate everybody for stopping by, and I just I was supposed to text. I was supposed to text somebody and tell them I was live. My bad. Um, well, see, Jesse, there's a whole theme gonna happen back behind me. It's just gonna happen in intervals. Um, the lights, like I want to do multicolored LED lights back there. Um, it won't be used during the day, or I might not even use it on this program. But on the other side, the flashier it seems, the better it seems. Thank you, Lila. And there's Sam. I don't have to text anymore. How's it going, Sam? Hopefully you're doing well. And let me know how long that glass actually lasts. I know we used to have a hell of a time at the apartment building that Debbie and I lived in before we bought a house. The kids, well, the drunken, stupid adults is they tried to blame it on kids. Gonna have to say that I'm gonna have to go with the drunken, stupid adults did more damage. than the immature little kids. But I'm not bitter. I just don't understand how folks can do that. Back to Country Homestead. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you folks? Miss Lazy Days. Hey, Lisa. Rest of the chat. Listening. Mango Jim. Mango Jim. I'm just typing out an email, and then you have my full attention for the rest of the night. Thorhaven, what's going on, brother? Oh, I'm not sure, Darren, if he's smiling at me or laughing at me. We're not sure. Love you too, Lukey. And we should know this week about football, Lukey. Hey, James. And of course, I can't see Brutal Bob. So he can sit there and lip all night, and I don't get to see it. All right. I have now Bautissimo, and James is here. Goodness gracious. We got ourselves a little party going on. So, like I said, I appreciate everybody stopping by. And yeah. I am. That's the one thing. I haven't got this whole area set up yet. So it'll take me a while, but we'll get there. One of these are going to be everybody's stickers. I just haven't. I just haven't got that far yet. So. So, everybody, what was everybody up to? We had our fundraiser today. I'm exhausted. I feel like I got run over by a Mack truck. Yes, Lukey, I'll send you the message whenever I find out. Yeah, pretty much, Darren. I'm in a corner. So the way I look at it is if I'm bad, I'm already in the corner. So technically, I don't have to go to the corner. I'll have to come out. See where I'm going with this? It's called reverse psychology. So, the only thing she could do is flick my nose or be mean like that. She can't send me to the corner anymore because I'm already here. So it kind of defeats the purpose. Cool, Lukey. Yes, I sent Mom a message this morning about 6:00. Whenever it wasn't a very good night. I hate whenever you're in charge of a pretty big thing, and folks are depending on you, and you're up at 3 a.m. in the morning going, okay, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. And I didn't finish baking my pies until, I'm gonna have to say, it was 11 o'clock last night, and I was up at 3. So, needless to say, I got home, I was gonna have a nap, and then jump on social media. Well, I came home, had a nap, and I got up just in time for my live. So, ain't gonna be sleeping today for me today, but it's a good night. Um, hey, wow, Rich, what's going on? You're new. Welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. Just a little Saturday night fellowship. Um, Jesse, right there, brother. Yes, of course. I am the king of procrastination. You don't believe me? Ask my wife. My honeydew list is, well, it's not a list anymore, it's a book. That's why I need to find myself a good husband to do that honeydew list for me. Oh well. Oh man. Sam. That right there. That and a nice Dutch oven cast iron is what I've got my eyes open for this summer. Um, I lost out last year. No, it was about 2 years ago. Before I knew how easy it was to restore them, a guy had a box out that still hurts telling the story. He had a box of cast iron. I don't think you could lift the box with as much cast iron. He had 2 or 3 different sizes of Dutch ovens. He had a kettle or a teapot, and there was. Dad said that they used to just. It wasn't a kettle. It was some kind of, all right, Lori. It was some kind of thing that they'd leave water in on the cook stove all day. Um, there was some homes that didn't have hot water, and that's the way they'd come in and take a scoop, whatever, and wash their hands. Oh man. Anyways, $50 for the whole thing. I said to Debbie, "Oh, I'm never going to be able to bring that back. They're really bad." That still hurts to this day to tell that story. Man. I appreciate you. Thanks. And there's Heather Lynn. Welcome. How can anyone afford to have cast iron set to themselves? Very easy, Lila. Find it in um, find it in really bad shape, bring it back, and you can find very reasonable um, cast iron. Now it's going to take a little bit of elbow grease and that, but no, there's some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cast iron just under a whole lot of rust. And Scott, turn to the right, slam your head against the wall. Oh, trust me, brother. Yeah. Oh, and I bought myself cool pillows today. My wife thinks I'm stupid. Who cares? Look at these psychedelic. Some lady was selling them. So I bought 3 of them. And what the heck? Restart? No, 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 no. Restart tonight. There you go. Nisi, hello. I saw you come in while I was telling my story, but that's okay. I always like people to come in. Appreciate you. Um, for those of you that don't follow Nisi, she is probably one of the most caring individuals on YouTube. She's been set with some battles in her life, but has succumbed them. Not all, but we can't all be as perfect as Uncle Jesse. Hey, Remy. But yeah, go over. Jesse just dropped Nisi's link. It's not that far up, and you will. Yeah, she is an awesome lady. And if you have anybody in your family with special needs, especially autism, the amount of information she brings forward is amazing. Oh, Nisi, I'm sorry. You can blush all you want, but what you've done is opened up. Yeah, I got to stop because I'll tear up. It you've opened up kind of. I've been trying to think about this for a while and how to say it, but you've kind of opened up people's eyes. You're very fortunate that you can explain both sides. And that is a blessing and a gift in its own. Um, you know, just watching your series with, you know, um, how how people with autism deal with certain aspects. I'm fortunate. Lukey can tell me, for the most part, how he feels, and do I know how he feels? No, but you've helped me understand more, if that makes sense. And I have no problems. I'll take Lukey right to the edge before he has a meltdown, and I can bring him back. That kid means the world to me. And like I said, he's like a second son. So to be able to put in words what I was guessing, what I was assuming, wasn't always right. So thank you. So again, if somebody can drop Nisi's YouTube, I would appreciate that. And like I said, if you have anybody, go back and start watching her series. What the heck happened? There we go. I'm back. Um, you know, Nisi, that's it. We each have something. We're not, none of us are perfect. And all's what all's what we really want to do is help somebody in our life. That's like the big goal, or mine anyways. From giving somebody an extra smile, back in the day. And again, now my Lukey's a hugger, but I didn't understand that for some people with autism, that's a big no no. But yet, being at the Special Olympic events and whatever, yes, you have your, not your, I don't mean this in the wrong way, you have your huggers, your clingy, who enjoy a good hug. And then you have some folks that are like, MySpace, stay the heck out of it. So, again, I just want to say thank you. And, you call yourself a little channel. You do big things. And always remember that. There we go. No, not. Oh, that sucks. Technical difficulties. Stand by. How do I fix that? No, I don't want that one. Am I? Yeah, that's too grainy. That sucks. Oh, here we go. Look at me getting webcam. Boom. There we go. Look at me. I'm awesome. And I appreciate that, Lashes. I truly do. And Mr. Barber and Forge, Troy, welcome, sir. Hopefully, you've had a great. Yes, Nisi. But that's your story. I don't want to give your stories away. People have to go watch your channel. And yes, Nisi is a no touchy touchy. Come in my zone, and I will let you know it's my zone, and that's okay. And you know what? There's folks that don't have autism that you don't go in their zone, right, Laurie? It's just the way it is. And you've got huggers, and but that's with everybody in society. But hey, Tiny Tim, Eves, hello, welcome. And now I think I just missed. I did. Randy or Sharon, Arkansas micro farmer. Welcome. I am sore as heck. I am probably going to do nothing but write my drone exams in the next 2 weeks. I am going to study, and I may not even leave my bed. There's a reason why I'm not allowed to go back to work. And at the Sugar Shack, they don't let me do anything. But it's just, I have to be up. I can't rest my neck. And that way, my body takes a kicking during syrup season. But it's worth it. So, being that we are now done syrup season. Sometime over tonight's live, I will be giving away a 500 ml bottle of maple syrup. US, Canada, Jamaica. I don't care where you are. I will ship it. Because I know I get kind of discouraged that, you support so many people. And I get it. It does cost a lot of money. But I scale down my giving so that everybody that supports me has a chance. Right, wrong, or indifferent, that's the way I do it. So I don't care who, where, what, why. All that I know is there's 500 mils of very fresh maple syrup. We just took it off yesterday about 2:30 in the afternoon. And that's what put me behind. So I'm like, hey, Chuck, welcome. Blessings, sir. I'm just telling everybody that sometime tonight, now it's not going to be midnight or something, but a little bit later, we're going to be giving away 500 mils of fresh Canadian maple syrup. So anybody, like I said, I don't care where you are. I will ship it. Kareen, now's your chance. Start talking to the gods. Jessica, Dumpster Girl, welcome. Sorry, guys, I got off on a rant. I saw some people come in that I missed. Where am I? We got Nisi, we got Troy, we got Tiny Tim. Eves is here. Red Road Homestead, welcome. Yeah, and you know what? Every single person, with special needs, they're not called special needs for nothing. And they're some of the most important people in my life, anyways. You get their entire heart. And what blew me away was my first Special Olympics game to go watch Lukey plays basketball. And whenever we were able to get together, Lukey's a half decent shot. I can still whoop his butt, but I can put him down if I have to. And what I like is just the true honesty. A special needs person will never tell you a lie or tell you what you want to hear. They'll tell you what they think. And to walk into a Special Olympics basketball game, and it doesn't matter who scores, the entire gym goes crazy for both teams. That changed my outlook on sports. And at that point, I had coached for 28 some odd years of youth sport. Tell you what, it's wow. It was life changing. And I don't mean that, take it lightly. But Will Rich Stoppable, Jessica Dumpster, Cora, welcome. Just trying to get right back down to the bottom, guys. There's Chuck and Belinda. MLW Fishing Man, welcome. But Nuggets Homestead, good day, guys. How are you? Hopefully everything's well. And goodness, haven't chatted with you guys in a dog's age. It's just been one of those busy kind of spring winter things. And of course, my family from across the pond, Davis Family Life. If you're looking for a laugh, you got to go check out their lives Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. Whew. Sometimes Kareen takes it right off the rails and Marvin has to try to bring it back. Just saying. And, okay, I think I am just about caught up. But next, Tiny Tim, Jessica, Chuck, Sam William, Bare Bones Living. Welcome. There's another newer channel. Appreciate you stopping by. Well, Troy, if you can stay up a little bit later, I may be sending some. I might even, I don't know. I might even do 500 mil. We'll see how many people we got. Right now, we're holding right around 35 to 26. So I might have to give 2. And like I said, I don't care. Hey, Daz. If Daz plays and Daz wins, Daz gets maple syrup. I don't care. It's a thank you to my loyal followers that come to my lives. I wasn't going to broadcast it because then you get the people that are only in to try to win maple syrup. Why am I going to bless them with Canadian nectar when they're not here supporting me if I'm not going to give anything away? So that's the way I look at it. Look at that. I'm caught up. Woohoo! Who's leaving? No time to leave. We got maple syrup to win after. I am giving away at least one 500 ml bottle. I may try to. Hey, JB. I'm trying to think. Yes, I can give away a liter. Two 500 ml bottles tonight. So, and you've got to wait and see my video that comes out on Monday. It's quite funny. It's not that long. I don't even think once I hit the big number, it can even be monetized. I don't think it'll be 8, but we would support you. Absolutely. I know you do, Jesse. And that's why I didn't advertise it. And the loyal folks that are always in here supporting me are going to win the maple syrup. Hey, Amy. Welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. You love a great laugh. So do I. Hang on, I just hear something weird. Oh, it's the furnace kicking on. I'm like, what's that noise? But I'm not used to the noise. Usually I'm upstairs. But now that I'm down in my new little studio, it makes it pretty hard to go upstairs when all my electronics is downstairs. But so what else is? Oh, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to drop tonight's link. And again, creator or just a supporter, I don't care. Saturday nights is all about everybody. So, Lila, you want to come up if you're getting better bandwidth? That's fine. Why is this? No. I simply want to cut and paste. There we go. So, anybody is more than welcome to come up. There's the link. I'm actually going to pin that to the top. Pin message. Message is pinned. There we go. So, more than welcome to come up. I know we were supposed to have a young lady come up tonight and tell us about her channel. I don't know if she's lurking in the background. But if she is, there's the link. More than welcome to pop up. What was I going to say? So, okay, that's there. And that's there. I just have to clear over here. There we go. And we are ready. I still have to do some playing around with Melon, but I honestly, for my needs, I love it. Daz, appreciate you for introducing me to it. It's a pretty good program. It's got everything that I need plus some. Oh my goodness! Today, Amy, at my craft fair that we put on today for the physician recruitment, there was 2 or 3 ladies that were there making goat soap out of goat's milk. Now, I don't know if it's just me personally, but I didn't like any of the smells. Like, they were, a couple of them, I just about went, ooh. Like, it was really, one was almost rancid. I don't know. What am I doing? Kareen, you're going to get me in trouble. Playing around with melons. Oh, Lord loving jeepers. You be careful there, Missy. Or I'm going to have Marvin send you to bed without a snack. So, you be nice. You want to take a live off the rails. You take your own live off your rails. I'm always good on your lives. I never let my horn show on your lives. But yeah, no, I don't know. It was just, see, yeah, what? Yes, I am. I'm an angel. Jesse'd agree with that. The heat in Jamaica has gotten to green. Yeah, exactly. You hit that one right on the head, Sam. Absolutely. My nose growing? No, it's not. No, my horns are out. It's all good. You girls are picking on me tonight. It's not fair. There's people in here tonight that are just meeting me for the first time. I can't show them my true side the first night. And you guys are throwing me under a bus. I don't know. I think Kareen's cheese done stuff. Oh boy. And so it starts. So Kareen, come on up. Bring Marvin with you. We'll show Marvin what we do on Saturday nights. Oh, don't worry. That's all you ever get here is my true side. I don't have another side. I'm sarcastic, or sometimes I'm sarcastic. Don't think I'm old enough to understand what Uncle Jesse's talking about. Ooh, there goes the age jokes, too. You're being nasty tonight. Don't. Yeah, Corin, we may need a set of galoshes or something to get through some of that stuff. Oh, gracious. Holy jumping Sam, you're flipping from both counts. You're coming from all sides. Appreciate it. And yes, thumbs up. Let's do what old Uncle Paul tells us to do. Don't smash it, stroke it. That way there, they stay up longer. So, oh, okay. I will definitely have to watch that. I'll have to watch that after I get off here, Sam. And I can't wait. Oh my God, now you're back to your other account. Holy man. Thank goodness I'm on the strong stuff tonight. It's keeping me, good old Canada Dry. It's keeping me on the straight and narrow. You've probably got like 2 levels going, and yeah, you're just confusing the ever living, what out of me. No, Kareen, that wasn't very nice. I don't write a lot. I speak French. I have difficulty in English. I have to translate every time. I want to say, well, thank you. Welcome. And you can talk all you want. I only know petit peu French. Parlez-vous le français? Petit peu. But I can get by. Uh-oh. Now we're in trouble. Pikachu's here. Now, if Kareen, oh boy, I'm arguing with myself. Well, they say it's the most intelligent conversation you'll have, Sam, is if you argue with yourself. At least you always win. Never a loser. But hey, Tim, did you do the spring shearing? We'll say, for lack of better term, because sheep get sheared in the spring. I'm wearing my boots. Probably should be in my slippers. You never know. You think it's going down a certain road, and then we just kind of veer to the right and go down the dirt road. And by dirt, I mean Kareen goes out of control. Marvin needs a medal. We need that poor boy to get over here to North America, and we'll just keep sending him from homesteader to gardening to prepper. We'll have him we'll send him just out so he meets everybody, and yeah, I'll take the blame, Scott. Yeah. I'm sure you will. You'll take it and then put it on somebody else. Oh, wow. You guys are still that cold? Goodness. Well, actually, we're even. Oh, don't tell me you got him locked in the closet again. Kareen, that's not very nice. You gotta let that boy out of the closet. Well, actually, we're even. Kareen's not playing nice. Oh, don't tell me you got him locked in the closet. Are you just going to sit there? Or are you going to say hello?
Hello.
That's not very nice. You got to let that boy out of the closet. Your mic's off.
Is my mic off?
I can't hear you. Not unless I've turned my volume down. Stand by. Ha ha ha! I turned my speaker off.
Can you hear me now?
I'm smart like bull. Hang on.
Oh, Lisa says she could hear me before.
Ah, come on. Yeah. Fat fingers. There we go. Yeah. There we go. We're all good.
Okay,
Santa Claus is watching us now. No.
I knew it wasn't my part.
He's not Santa right now. He's on his summer vacation.
Yep.
He's shaved.
Santa takes a vacation too.
Well, and so he should. So he should.
Hello, Lila.
Kareen, you're hearing. Kareen's hearing an echo. I don't hear any echo.
I don't hear an echo. It must have been a coconut. Coconut must have fell off a tree and conked her in the head.
To it.
And that's why she's hearing the echo.
I was going to say a batch of bananas, but okay. We'll go with the coconut.
Whatever. Yep. He said one pina colada too many.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. What kind of mods are you father of? Ooh, that's a difficult thing for him to answer.
Yes. I will not divulge. I'm not going to deny. But who knows? Who knows how many?
Yep.
Wherever I lay my hat, that's my home.
Yep. Yeah. That if it was a good night, you just never know.
Right. Hey Scott, I was out and about like Sam I am today, and I found something. I found something at an antique shop. I wanted to show you. Let's see if I can get the camera right.
Oh wow. That is
it's a Canadian syrup bottle.
No way.
It's a Canadian syrup bottle, and I paid $1 for it.
I'll give you 50 cents.
And it has the pop top lid or whatever you want to call this thing here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's one of them old fashioned type, right? But I thought that was really neat and it has a label in English and in French.
And that label is in perfect shape. Is there a date on it, Jesse?
I haven't really looked for a date.
Actually, you know what? It's not that old. It's got the nutritional facts, and they only started in Canada about 10 to 15 years ago.
Yeah, so it can't be that old.
No.
Yeah.
But it's still really, really cool.
Plus the bottle says Hecho en Mexico. I'm playing.
I wouldn't put it by anybody.
It's kind of like this bottle right here. It's Texas Crown made in Canada.
I love it.
How does that happen? How do I get Texas Crown made in Canada? Something's wrong with that picture. See, it didn't come in a Texas bag.
But I bet you that's made in Vietnam or China or somewhere.
Well,
it'd be on the inside somewhere.
Has a tag in here somewhere. It says made in Made in. Well, we found a lamp today. This little tiny lamp. We found this little tiny lamp, and it's an oil lamp. Lisa
Yeah.
collects them. Where's we can And I was looking at trying to find a maker's mark or something, and
Yeah.
it says at the bottom here that it's made in Hong Kong. Now you see a lot of things made in China, but this is actually made in Hong Kong.
Wow.
So I had
That's
to pick it
awesome.
up, and it was an oil lamp. I only paid $3 for it. I need to get the what do you call this thing on top? The smokestack,
Yeah, like the glass.
the globe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to find a globe for it though. But for $3, I mean, it's antique.
Well, oh yeah, without a doubt, that's an antique, and yeah, if you can find, Lila wants to know if you rubbed it. It's a little personal, Lila, but
That's a little personal knowledge, but I will rub it for you. See if a genie comes out. Lila. It's starting to smoke now.
you're just rubbing too quick.
I'm telling you, it's amazing what a little friction will do. Jesse, did you rub it? That's wrong.
You're talking about Kareem.
I know, but Lila started it.
I know, but look at Corrine sticking her nose in, just kind of adding to the pot.
Yeah.
Oh, gracious.
Yes,
See,
you're
I
right.
told-
You're right.
And-
Kareen's right. Lisa's well equipped for the apocalypse. She's got a bunch of
Absolutely.
those. She's
Hey,
got about
Steve.
300 jars that she's been canning of different types of food. Hey,
Hey,
the snake killer himself.
no. Ooh, I'm just trying to work out this melon in Chrome. It's
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Apparently he didn't work it right.
No. He pressed the wrong button in melon. Try that again, Steve. there was a little turbulence between Australia and Canada. Oh, he's loading. He's loading.
He's trying it.
There we go. We got him
my
back.
back. There we go.
That's where the bomber come in, huh?
Yeah, bomb in, bomb out.
Bomb in, bomb out. Boom, boom. Woo, looks like it's hot over there, Steve.
Yeah, we're halfway through autumn now, so but it's still fairly warm. So had a few sprinkle of rain, which has been good. Out here with the clan,
Oh, wow.
we're letting them free range around the property now because they're used to where they live, so they just go back at night and roost, and I lock them up.
Steve, I knew you was a bomber.
Okay.
I knew you was a chick magnet too.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
How
well,
many
Yeah.
are those layers or the meat birds?
they're we call them a Plymouth Rock. I think you guys call them a barred rock. So they're a multi-purpose bird.
Okay.
We've got too many roosters in amongst at the moment. So next weekend I'm getting ready for a bit of a reduction in roosters.
Making some stew.
Yeah, I'll probably just make some stock out of them. I think they're a little bit stringy, these guys. So, but yeah, we're not getting a lot of eggs out of them at the moment. So we're actually going to head over to get some like commercial layers, some high lines in.
Okay.
But, yeah, they're great birds. They have great personality. But some of the males get a bit narky, but these guys are pretty good. The last rooster we had, he was a mongrel, but these guys are really good.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, as long as you got a half decent rooster.
yeah. We just want to get a few commercials in to just get some egg production going because we just seem to be feeding them at the moment, and that's about it.
Hey, Steve, I was watching Daz's video yesterday, and he was showing us kookaburras where he's at. Do you have kookaburras where you're at?
Yeah, they're not common around this area, but we certainly do get them. Yeah, we hear a few kookaburras having a bit of a laugh around here every now and then. The main native animals we have on my property is eastern grey kangaroos, and cockatoos and corellas, 2 parrots that come on. We have a couple of species of rosella, which are a really pretty parrot, crimson and eastern, and some crows, some a species of bird called a chough. So it looks like a crow, but when they fly, they've actually got a white patch under their wings, which is how you can tell the difference there. And then lizards and snakes and a few other bits and pieces you get on here. So blue tongue lizard pretty popular around here. I've actually got a pet blue tongue lizard in the enclosure near the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, do kangaroos go after like your chickens, or or do they
Nah.
just kind of eat grass and like they're
Yeah.
not a predator? I guess I'm asking.
No. Look, they just come in, either come through the gate or jump straight over the fence at their own discretion.
Okay.
Just find a nice green patch if it's available, and just sit down and have a bit of a chew. So there's a bit of a controversial issue in Australia with kangaroo culling, and the amount of damage they do. And look, they don't cause me any grief. They come in, they don't eat a great deal. A kangaroo will eat a lot less than a cow, but they do put pressure on fences, and they tend to not have good road sense. So we have a lot of cars that are damaged every year by kangaroos.
That sounds like white-tailed deer up in Canada.
Yeah. There's a lot of misinformation and propaganda and lies around the kangaroo numbers, which then justifies the cull, which basically supports the pet food industry. So it's something that I'm fairly passionately against. But
Okay, so it's not for human consumption; it's for pet food then.
it is also for human consumption, but not. It's only a small sliver of the kangaroos that are culled in Australia every year. It's mainly pet food.
Is it
Okay.
is it like venison, or is it like more like cow? What's the meat like?
It's extremely lean. So it had kangaroos have because of their diet, they have a very low fat content. So I actually went over to a alternative farming expo last weekend. I'm going to do a video of all the video footage I did, and I sat and watched a chef actually prepare we called it a kangaroo burger, but it was basically a loin of kangaroo that he cooked and then sliced up, and I had a taste of that, and it's a beautiful meat to eat. There's no doubt about it. So, but it's very lean. If you basically have to eat it medium or medium rare. You go anything above that, it turns into shoe leather. But
Okay.
it's a fairly mild. It's got a very mild gamey taste. So it's probably it would sit somewhere between beef and venison, I would say, as far as the texture in that.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
so like pork.
Yeah, and look,
The other
our First Nations people or our Aboriginal people, I mean, kangaroo was a major part of their diet. So as they hunted kangaroos, they would make use of every single piece of that animal to pay respect to that animal. So food, sinews were used to then tie spearheads on. Kangaroo skins were part of clothing and housing, and it was amazing what they actually made use of.
So, Steve,
Okay.
I've seen you on a lot of lives, and I've always wanted to ask this question:
Hit me.
is it true that a what do they call a boomerang that doesn't come back?
A stick.
There you go. I thought that's what I thought it was. A stick.
Well, that's the funny answer. The true answer is that there's only one type of boomerang that comes back, and the vast majority of boomerangs don't come back because that wasn't their purpose. So the returning boomerang was basically a toy, an amusement, and it was actually discovered by the Aboriginals by how they crafted it with it, same like an aircraft wing, and then they discovered it come back. But most times boomerangs were used for hunting and for war. And a hunting boomerang has one really long side on it and a much shorter but heavier side. So you would throw that overhead, and it would then spin and travel in a straight line. And when it hit with a fair amount of force. So it was actually used for hunting kangaroos and emus, and also as an implement of war in the intertribal wars when that occurred.
Oh, so
That's
you're
neat.
saying it wasn't built by Milton Bradley?
No, it certainly wasn't. It was built. It was built by Aboriginals sometime between 60 and 100,000 years ago, which is
Right.
the extent of
If you're
their occupation.
and if you're using it for hunting, you wouldn't want it to come back. You want it to hit your target.
No, I've seen some legit hunting and war boomerangs, and you don't want to get hit by that stick. I can tell you.
Wow.
It's an aerodynamic flying log, mate.
Now, how proficient are you with the didgeridoo?
Can't do it. Can't do the double breathing. And
I have
I'm
problems
also-
with single breathing, but I understand.
yeah. Look, I have a great admiration for didgeridoo players and that. From my point of view, I'm actually working for a local Aboriginal co-op now in Bendigo, and so I'm even more closely connected to the Aboriginal community now, which I'm really enjoying. I've never really had a go at the didgeridoo, and out of respect to their culture, I don't have any Aboriginal heritage. I don't think it's my place to actually play the didgeridoo. That's something that's endemic to them, and something that I have a great deal of respect for. So yeah, it's I've got an uncle who can play it, and it's hard yakka. It's hard work.
Now I'm speaking for all the people in the chat and everybody out there in YouTube land. One last question: Have you ever met the Irwins?
No,
You haven't met
No.
the Irwins.
no. They're Steve Irwin's definitely a big an idol of mine, someone that I admired and looked up to, and my work as a snake relocator is basically paying homage to his work. Australia Zoo, where the Irwins are, is up in Queensland, so it's kind of like the distance between, let's say, Miami and Maine, I suppose, would be a
Oh wow!
would be a kind of a rough estimation of the distance. Yeah, so no, I do want to get to Australia Zoo at some stage. Haven't. I've only been to Queensland a couple of times. I nearly died with the humidity up there. So Australia's weather, as you can understand, because we're in the southern hemisphere, is reversed to America. So where you have hot and steamy down south, we have hot and steamy up north. So I don't like going up north because I die in the humidity.
Well, and that's what's kind of funny is when you guys talk about Christmas being so hot. I just can't fathom Christmas and hot together. It's just
Yeah.
doesn't
And
register.
any Christmas day we get below 90 degrees is a nice cool Christmas. I can remember Christmas being in your terms anywhere from 100 to 115.
Yeah, you guys are at the beach at Christmas time, and we're we're all
We
wrapped up.
We still have a hot lamb roast with gravy and vegetables over Christmas dinner though, so don't worry about that. Doesn't matter how hot it is.
Right.
That's crazy. So I'm just falling behind in the chat here, guys. I just got to take 2 seconds and say hello to She Stole My Thunder. And we've got Nikki, welcome. Heather Lynn's been here, but we got Kevin from Tuber Chat. Welcome, Kevin.
Gathered together's here. Jessica and,
Yeah, well, I was just
and Glenn.
actually while Steve was talking, gathered together is 22 people shy of 500. So if you
come on.
have not,
We can get them to 500. Come on, folks.
I know, we can
Yes,
easily
okay,
get them to
Glenn.
500 tonight.
Amazing folks. Let's get them to 500 tonight.
And who else have I got? I've got a couple more to shout out here. We got Brampton Gardner. Welcome, Rochelle.
Hello, Michelle.
Okay, I've already said hi to Nikki. Gathered together here. Urban Gardening Chronicles, welcome.
Candy van alert.
White van. Christian Layton's here now. Grayson Fire. Goodness gracious. Appreciate everybody stopping by.
Everybody.
Absolutely, Lukey, you're a good man. I don't care what anybody says about you, buddy. All right, well, we're all caught up on there. And now what was? Oh, that's the chickens.
Yeah.
See, Steve's frozen on my computer, so I'm watching him on my phone. So it's about a 10-minute delay.
Okay,
He's-
hang on.
He's working on my phone, but for some
There we go.
reason he frozen on my computer.
Am I back running?
Oh, there you go.
So to show you what we got up to yesterday, we've got a video of this coming out very soon. So this is the renovated garden beds in the high tunnel.
Yes, sir.
So that's
You've been
onions, and more onions.
You've been busy.
Julianne's been busy.
Yeah. Julianne's hurt her back at the moment too, so
Oh,
we're in a bit of a bother. That's the video coming out. So it should be uploaded very soon. And some capsicums, some late tomatoes. I don't think they're going to ripen, but I might be able to get some green tomato chutney out of them. And
Okay.
oh,
looking good though.
got some nice capsicums on the grow.
Now,
What
can you grow all year, Steve, or do you get snow where you're at?
Snow. That's that white cold stuff that falls from the sky. Yeah, I've read about that.
Okay.
We're talking Australia now.
Well,
Southern Australia.
that just hurts a little bit deep, but okay, it's all right.
Yeah. No, we don't get snow here. Just where we are, not
Yep.
far from here, about 2.5 hours drive. We're up in what we call the Australian Alps,
Okay.
which is basically you guys would be a pimple, and yeah, we get a bit of snow up on there on Mount Kosciuszko and Mount Buffalo and that, but yeah, not snow is a fairly rare thing in Australia.
What you got there, Steve? What's
Um, I'm pretty sure that I think they're habanero.
Oh, habanero.
Um,
Okay.
Oh, nice plants.
I've got some red cayenne chilies and some habaneros growing, and capsicums, and of course they all are what you guys call a bell pepper. So they all tend to have very similar leaves. It's hard to. I didn't plant them, so I don't know exactly what's where. But these are the habaneros up here. So these are all habaneros.
Oh.
Take a big bite. Well, you'll know pretty quick. You'll know pretty quick what it is.
And so winter crop.
Okay.
So
Yeah, winter.
So we're growing some cabbages
Okay.
and some more cabbages.
So
That's
why all the screens? Is that just a little bit of pest control, or is that a little bit of shade?
It's a bird netting.
Okay.
So it's an eco-friendly bird netting. So in my state here in Victoria, we used to have a bird netting that you could put your finger through, and thankfully the government has now banned that, so that's now illegal. So this is eco-friendly bird netting, which means snakes and birds and things can't get in there entangled because of the quarter-inch aperture. So this is a little bit of shade, bird protection, and also rabbit protection. So we have a lot of feral rabbits. So we've got two protections. We've got an electric fence around it, and then when they get into here, then that also discourages them from getting in there because they'll just come in and decimate everything that's growing here.
Oh wow.
If it's green, they'll eat it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Rabbits are just insane.
Mm-hmm.
So Fortress Creations and Concepts. That's they're new to our community. They're Jen and Wiley's good friends down in Oklahoma. They said that their grandfather is from Derby, Australia.
Okay, yeah, that's Western Australia, I think. Yeah, that's a hell of a long way away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hello to Leanne, Mennonite Farmhouse. Howdy.
Debbie and Brett going to have to cut out. So long, Debbie or Brett or both of you guys. If you're
Oh yeah, night guys.
thanks for stopping in.
Absolutely, appreciate you.
Yeah, so this one in here has got a bit of succession planting. So we put some cabbages in early, and you can see they've really taken off. And then we've got some later planting ones, so we'll sort of be able to harvest at a few different times and get some different cabbages.
Oh, that's
yeah.
neat.
I tell you what did help these guys is I've got a worm farm up the back, and and I'm able to collect the liquid that drips out of the worm farm.
The
Which is
casting,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's a combination of water running through the horse manure and the worm wee and the worm castings, and we dilute that in a watering can, and then that's what we've watered in. I tell you what, the plants absolutely love it. The nutritional value that's coming out of that is just amazing. But it's that rich that you can't put it on straight. You've got to dilute it down.
Okay.
Now, Steve, when you showed us that first hoop, we were amazed. Now you're showing off,
I know,
Yeah.
right?
making us look bad.
Yeah.
Well, these hoops anyone can do, because as you can see, they're old trampoline frames.
Oh, those are just branches.
So that's half of a trampoline frame. We've got a video on our channel on how we did it. And then if you come down following the frame, you can see here, this is actually the trampoline leg. And I just had to persuade that to go into that. So sometimes I had to angle grind it and crimp it and bash it and get it in. But and then we just hold it with what we call a tech screw.
Okay.
I don't know what you... Yep. And
Self-tapper,
yeah.
we'd call it.
Tapping. Yeah.
Yeah.
so that's basically 2 second-hand trampolines to make that one that we got for free.
Jeez.
I will
And
say,
this
how many kids are without a trampoline now?
Yeah, poor kids.
No, we jumped onto Facebook and said wanted free trampoline. You know, if you got one you want to get rid of, and it's amazing how many people have old trampolines sort of shoved down the back. So that's 4 trampolines to make that one. So that one down there, they're 12-foot trampolines. These are 14-foot trampolines, which hence the bigger.
Wow.
And yeah.
Which is good.
That's
for
actually a
tomatoes.
really good idea.
Yeah.
So the next day we're still waiting for the plastic sheeting to arrive.
That's thinking
So,
out of the circle.
Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah. That shade cloth's going to come off, and then we'll cover it in plastic, which will then turn it into a true hothouse / high tunnel for the winter.
Well,
Yeah.
I know I'm definitely going to be looking at putting an ad out for free. I never even thought about that. That's an amazing,
Yeah,
Great tip.
and again, just where the joins are, just one tech screw in there, and that doesn't come apart.
Okay. Yeah.
The struts along the top, they're also trampoline legs. You can see they're individual pieces that have been screwed together. We
Okay.
just put a bit of flashing around the top of it to make sure the sharp edges weren't exposed. And so you just got to do a little bit of, as I call it, good old-fashioned Aussie persuasion to get a few things to sort of go there. But it's not purpose-built, so therefore you've got to do a little bit of ingenious work to get it all together. But you could get scrap pieces of pipe from the recycle centre if you've got those in your local area, and then
That's that,
join them under there.
it's
you
that
basically-
kangaroo engineering.
Kangaroo engineering, yeah.
Absolutely. And Hickory Croft Farm, Steph or Chris, I'm not sure who, but you stay on your side of Canada. You don't go near mine looking for my trampolines. You know the divider. You're only allowed halfway.
So,
You
so
come
in the off,
on my side, you're in trouble.
so in the off season, looks like Steve and Julianne are bouncing up and down on the trampolines.
Well,
In the off
absolutely.
season.
Yeah, so we just I've still got an open ad on Marketplace, so if anyone goes on and looks for, we just keep looking for free trampolines. And
Honestly, that is such an easy, it's going to take some MacGyvering, but
Yeah,
it's really a cheap, if you can get like a half decent shade cloth to hold it together, especially with the wind we get here. And
Yep.
I believe you guys get quite a wind there too.
can do,
So-
it can get up a bit.
That would be my only concern. I'd pretty much have to almost cement it. All right, Lila. I'd almost have to cement it into the ground.
There's the roll of shade cloth that we bought. So that was actually the biggest expense. So we got a quote. We got a quote for this, a high tunnel like the big one.
You know, that would even work. That would even work for as a hoop coop for chickens.
Absolutely.
I was thinking that, Jesse. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If I could get the 12-foot one would just be perfect.
Yep.
To make a little bit of a home, or even if you had 1 or 2 pigs.
Yep.
Would make a perfect pig house.
Yes, indeed. And you can give them shade. You can make it waterproof in some areas. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We priced these commercially to get two tunnels like this at that size was just over $5,000. And we were able to create these for around about somewhere between $600 and $700, and $500 of that is the shade cloth, and the rest of it is the soil that we had to buy to bring in to get the beds set up.
Oh, okay. Hey, Jim.
Yeah. The actual structure of the tunnels was basically free. The cost of a few tech screws.
Right. Yeah. That's amazing. It came out excellent.
Oh,
yeah.
Such a brilliant idea.
Well, I said on our Sweeney Street channel, there's a video showing the process of what we went through and some of the bits and pieces, and just those struts on the ceiling. I mean, here's a bit of pipe I've got that I've been using as I had some power cables running through. Let's take this over here. So this one's probably a bit heavy to have up on the ceiling, but if you had a piece of pipe like that, and you cut through there and then up and take that section out, then you can turn it over and use a hammer to flatten that piece out. So what you end up is a flat flange on the end of the pipe, and that's what goes on. Yeah. So as the hoop comes around, then the flat piece would sit on top, and then you just tech screw it from the top.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I don't know what you guys have over there, but in Australia, here near with our what we call a tip or a dump, we have to take our trailer through the recycle centre first. So they go through your trailer and they'll pull out anything that's usable, reusable. They'll take all the metal out. Some of it they resell through a recycle yard, and then whatever they can't use then goes into the landfill, which is really good. But that recycle centre has amazing resources for MacGyvers.
Yeah, well, that's it. You think outside the box, and you saved yourself, 10%. Well, more than 10%. Like that's amazing. And those trampoline, they've been dipped in.
They're galvanized, most of them.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
most of them are galvanized. They're never going to rust. So no, that's great.
The other thing too, the beds we were looking at before that have the cover on them, you might be able to see them in the background there.
Right.
They actually have a hoop that goes up and over. That hoop is made out of the feet of the trampoline.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, I should have left the camera on there for a minute.
And what do you do with the actual trampoline canvas?
We have used that for. Let me get this going. Back.
White van alert. White van alert.
There we go. Oh, go over the electric fence. Thankfully, it's not on.
Oh, come on. That's good V-roll for me. Turn it on. Do it again.
So they're the feet from that's actually inverted foot.
Right.
So the leg, and these are either trampoline legs or the poles that actually held up the netting around it. So I was able to create mini hoop houses by using the inverted feet. So and Julianne also used the springs in the hothouse to hold up the wires for the tomatoes to grow on.
Yeah, I thought you were trying to start a little chuck wagon gang there, and you're going to head across the fields of Australia.
And this is that technique I was talking about. You can see that I've cut out half the hoop and then flattened it. So then I've got a flat piece and then tech screwed it on here.
Yeah.
So they're That's actually a trampoline foot that I've cut off to make it into a pipe. So I think out of, I don't know, I think we had about 6 trampolines. There was basically about a box of metal that wasn't used that went into recycle. The rest of it was repurposed.
Wow, that's awesome.
This is the netting from the trampoline, and we were using that here, but it ended up having a few holes and things in it, so it wasn't any good. But what we used with the mat for, part of the mat is actually up in my worm farm because I needed a pervious barrier between the drainage area and the worms. So I cut a piece of that out. And so it now, all that worm wee actually drains through a piece of trampoline mat.
Okay.
Oh, you ever need a transfer pump? Don't go past a Honda. That little transfer pump is amazing.
Yes, you can't kill those Hondas. They're a wonderful machine.
They are sensational.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I'll ever own is a Honda.
No, it's not food time yet, guys. Hang on a minute. So this is a little chicken teepee. It's a little bit rough, but that's a trampoline mat. That's basically a couple of pallets.
Yeah.
The trampoline mat over the top. It gives them some of them like going into the tractor. Some of them are used to coming up here. So, and of course, it's all the manure slides now. I've got a nice collection of chook manure there. It's going to go in the compost bin.
So I'm almost scared to for Hickory Croft Farm. If Chris is watching and not Stephanie's in trouble. Because Chris's mind, I can just see going, what a great thing, and I could do that here, and because he also likes to MacGyver. So, yeah.
It's all about being inventive. There you go, Chookie.
Absolutely, Cora. Resourceful. Absolutely.
That's right.
We call this
somebody's garbage is somebody else's treasure. So, yeah.
Yeah, just about how you want to use it. We call this
chicken. Looking on Facebook.
We call this chicken-ageddon when I start to feed them.
That one chicken almost looks like a turkey hawk.
Yeah.
The one to the right, the big one to the right.
I don't know where the genetics came from. We ended up with some really weird-ass chickens out of this batch. Now, I don't know what the hell that is, because that came out of a barred rock chicken. So
it's a chicken barrel.
Yeah. We had a couple of.
It's a special chicken. Yeah.
We had a couple of bitses, and I think the genetics somehow got into the some of the eggs that we incubated. So, sweating like a pig here, although that's not right because pigs don't sweat.
So there you go. I don't know if Leanne's just looking now or she had looked before, but she found 3 trampolines on Facebook Marketplace for $50 a piece.
Yep, and if you're patient, you'll get them for nothing because people have them down the back of the yard. The kids have moved off the mat, knackered. So
yeah, I would think the best time to get them would be right before winter when they're not
just
anymore.
Go onto the marketplace, put an ad on, wanted, free trampolines, happy to pick up, happy to dismantle. Do the work for the people, and you'll get them for nothing.
Right now, it would be a good time, Jesse, because people are starting to pull out their summer stuff, and if there's a rip in the jumping stuff, guess what? They're going to throw it out and get a new one.
Spring cleaning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we're very big on reuse, recycle, repurpose here at Sweeney's Creek. So we're always looking for opportunities to make use of someone else's rubbish.
Well, it only makes sense, and let's face it, we can't. The way the shortages are happening around here. You got to do what you got to do, and if you can make a chicken structure or pig structure with, you know, a couple 2x10s and you know, um, like heavy duty plastic to build a little house for pigs. You know, you've got
Yep.
animal shelter, you've got, you know, you can plant there, or, you know, you can use it for chickens or pigs one year, chickens the next.
Yep.
And then you can actually till it up and plant in it the third year. And
That's
you
right.
can build yourself 3 of them and just keep it on a rotation.
That's right. Yep. Once the animals are finished, you know, get your tiller in, just, you know, turn it over, combine, rake it into beds, and yeah, you'll get some amazing tomatoes out of that.
I think I'm gonna start looking for trampolines around here and see if I can trade them with homesteaders for eggs, maple syrup.
But that's what it used to be in the old. You know, people think back in the Middle Ages and that their farms were self-sufficient, and they weren't. No farm has ever been self-sufficient. You would grow what you could, and then you would have excess, and you would barter and trade with your local people, and that's where towns and villages sprang up. You know, bartering and swapping of materials between farms was a way of life.
Right.
Yeah.
This is my worm farm. Also, it was an old bathtub that came out of my nan's house when we renovated her bathroom.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
And that's just sitting in a frame that I made from old pellets. And then you might be able to see underneath there's an orange tub. That's what collects all the goodness. And when it fills up, then I just put a funnel in the wormweed bucket and fill her up.
Is it an actual worm farm or is it a little worm homestead?
Oh, I bought a bucket. I bought a box of about 1,000 worms, and yeah, they've been in there for about.
Yeah, they're homesteaders. They're not farmers.
Yeah.
They're homesteaders. They're making a home in there.
I tell you what, they are the hardest workers I've got on the farm. They put a couple of bags of sifted horse manure. That was a fun activity. Sifting horse manure. Sunday afternoon, and what was Steve doing? Sifting horse manure. There you go.
Oh.
Good job.
Yeah. But yeah, there's another channel up in Queensland called Rob Bob Aquaponics, and he's got a couple of really good worm farm videos on his channel. He's definitely worth having a look and subscribing to. As is our channel, as we're sort of heading toward that 900 mark. We're always looking for more family members, so we're looking forward to hitting that 1,000K. Or 1K, sorry. I'll tell you another fantastic resource for homesteaders is these things. If you, the old IBCs, if you think outside the box with those guys, you know, all you need is a reciprocating saw. Actually, what do you guys call a reciprocating saw?
We call them reciprocating saws.
What, sorry?
We call them reciprocating saws.
That's okay. I've seen them called a sawzall or something other.
Sawzall is the one,
That's a brand.
Okay, cool. Yeah. It was funny when I saw that, a sawzall, and I thought, oh, really? Like, Americans give us a hard time for things that we call, like, you have safety cones. We call them witches' hats.
Yeah, I think it's Milwaukee that calls them the sawzall.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of channels, and that's what they do.
Saws, right?
Yeah, but yeah, you can use those to cut them in half to make garden beds. You can cut out access doorways to make bedding areas for animals. They're an amazing resource.
Yeah.
A lot of people do aquaponics. They cut the top off and then invert it, and they have the water tank underneath for the fish, and then they have the clay pellets growing food up the top.
There's a channel in Pennsylvania that uses them for firewood. Loads them up for firewood.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Mike's got a ton of them that he uses for his firewood.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty darn close to like a face cord of wood. So it's easy for him. You know, he stuffs as much wood in as he can and then just sells it as that. Our problem is the IBC totes, food grade.
Yep.
They're expensive as heck. You can get the ones that have had oil or something else in them cheap. But, you know, I'm not putting anything that I potentially could be eating around oil.
Yeah, for sure.
So Leanne,
Well-
put your link up. So if you guys want to learn more about MacGyver tricks, tips, and tricks, check out Sweeney's.
Come on over and join the family.
Yeah.
Thanks, Leanne.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, well, we can sort of get the food grade ones for I think between $60 and $100 if you want one that's really really clean, and that
Yeah.
some of the other ones go for a bit cheaper.
Steve, are you on well water or you have city water?
We're on tank water, so
Tank
the
water.
only water. Yeah, so basically our house at the moment is our rain harvester, and it goes into a 35,000 gallon tank, and that's what we use for our domestic use. We can put a bore down here where I'm up at the sort of the highest elevation on the farm. Here we're about, we think about 90 metres above the water table. What's that in feet? Roughly, 270, 300 feet. Down the bottom of the farm, it's probably down to about 30 or 40 metres, so half that. And there's actually a couple of really good underground rivers that flow down the bottom of the farm, but the water flows through a lot of shale around here, and it picks up a lot of mineral salt, so it comes up really salty. So it can't. It's basically useless for irrigation unless you then run it through a desal plant, which is about an $8,000 investment plus the electricity and that. So maybe one day. It would cost us probably about $20,000 to get it all in and up and running, which is pretty substantial. Yeah. But then, all the water usage around here is very much regulated. So if we've just put in a new dam. There'll be a video of that coming out soon as well. So that's a 1 meg or a million litre dam. We can put that in. We can collect the water, but we cannot use it for irrigation.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
You could use it for domestic use, but not for irrigation.
You can supplement your domestic use, but it's frowned upon. You can use it for stock feed. That's fine. But you cannot use it for irrigation unless you then have what's called a water right, which is like a license for water usage.
Okay.
And that all comes down to an overall. People get angry about it and upset, but if we let everyone put it in as many dams as we wanted and use it for whatever they wanted, then the runoff of water into the creeks and rivers would then be seriously impacted, and they're already under enough stress. So it's about, nobody likes to be regulated, but we have to be regulated to make sure that the whole system, which is the entire statewide water system, is managed and not abused and not destroyed. Yeah. Of course, the frustration is you then have international companies that come in and they seem to be able to do whatever the hell they want and suck as much water as they want to feed their almond farms to make soya milk.
Yeah, and they really don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if they can't do it there, they'll just move somewhere else.
Exactly right. And
after they ruin one area, they just move on.
Yeah, indeed.
But it's not that way across the whole of Australia, right? It's only in certain states where it's regulated.
You would find it's very much used. It will vary a bit from state to state, but not a great deal because water is a precious resource over here. So it's treated in the same way. For me, it's in the same category as gold and silver. We get, on average, 20 inches of rain here a year.
Wow.
Yeah. So since say about October last year, I think it's rained maybe 4 or 5 times, and we've had probably 3 inches.
Well, do you ever have to bring in water externally to fill up your tanks?
Yeah. So go down. That's what that transfer pump was. I've got a little trailer with a IBC on it, and so we have what we call standpipes. So they're connected to the domestic water supply, and I have a little token. So I go in there, I put the token on the meter, press the go button, it runs water into my tank, it records how much I take, and then I just get a monthly bill for it.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
So out here, all the farms here are on tank water. So there's companies that do water deliveries because if it doesn't rain, the tank's empty, you've got to get someone to bring in 10, 15, 20,000 litres of water.
Right.
So they have the same token, and they basically fill up their big water tanker and bring it out and deliver it. See if we can do it without doing the camera. So that's it there.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
how much would you pay for like a tractor trailer load of water there?
Okay, so it's the same rate as domestic charges. So at the moment, it's roughly about $2.50 for 1,000 litres. So
Oh, that's not bad.
it's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's fine because I put $50 in the account every couple of months, and that does means I can go get 1,000 litres of water to pop into a tank there, or water a garden bed or whatever.
Yeah.
But what we need is more rain.
Up here, people are paying to fill up their pools a tractor trailer load, which would be about 13,000 liters. You're paying about $450 a load.
Yeah, I can get 12,000 litres. Cost me $150, and
that would be cheap here.
Yeah. So that's our water tank there.
Oh,
No.
okay. And that's open top, right?
No, it's closed top.
It's closed top?
Hang
Okay.
on, we'll swap the camera around so I can see what the hell I'm pointing at.
The reason I would have thought it would have been open top so you can capture rainwater.
No, because then you get cockatoos and galahs and that flying into it and drowning in it. And, yeah. In some places you get fruit bats and all sorts of stuff. So those pipes there
Okay.
run underground and up onto the house. So it's basically a closed system.
You said you do have a collection like from the house?
Yes. So that pipe there, in fact,
Yeah.
all the down pipes on the house all feed into underground pipes that then come up here. And because the house is higher than the pipes, all the water that falls on the roof, it's a closed system. So gravity then forces it to come and flow out there.
Okay.
Climb up the climate ladder.
Yeah.
So, and that's the beauty of a closed system. Ugh.
Okay.
Oh, you nearly had a fall on your channel, Scott. I nearly fell. There we go.
Well, I would have thanked you for the great V-roll. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then that's an access hatch to have a look at to go in. But yeah, basically those pipes. So you can see the downpipe on the house there, the downpipe over there.
Yeah.
So every downpipe, every single drop falls onto that roof, ends up in this tank.
Okay.
Now, do you have to do water checks or pH balance checks or anything with that water? Chlorine?
Not currently. It doesn't get treated with anything at the moment. But yeah, we're probably going to have to start doing some checks soon to make sure it's okay. It does go through a filter. And this here, so from there down is 10,000 litres, and we don't own that. Nobody owns the last 10,000 litres in their tank, because
Really?
that there is a CFA or a country fire authority. So that's a firefighting plug.
Really?
Yep. So if we had a grass fire or a bushfire in the area, and there was a local CFA truck that was fighting it, and they ran out of water, he can come to our property, get 10,000 litres. He can go to that property, get 10,000 litres. They can go to that one. Every house around here has 10,000 litres set aside for firefighting. That's
Okay.
mandated law. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
That's very interesting.
Now,
And
if they take more than 10,000 liters, do they pay you for it?
Not that I'm aware of, but as far as I'm concerned, if there's a bushfire here and it's coming my way, they can take as much water as they bloody want.
Exactly, and you'll just keep filling it up.
Yeah.
I'll say, mate, there's 100,000 litres there. Just keep coming and loading up. because those boys
Yeah.
and girls do a freaking amazing job.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, Shane.
Now, here's our little family.
Oh.
There they are.
And there's our toilet cistern automatic float valve filling up the bath.
I love it.
So that actually runs back to our domestic tank. So rather than constantly filling up the IBC, hello, Pruey, what you doing, Prue? Yeah, so that's an old toilet system.
That's MacGyver there, Bubba.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a video on how to do that too.
Okay,
And,
so you're allowed to feed. You're allowed to water your cattle with your domestic water.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. It's not ideal, and what eventually we'll have another tank, another 35,000 gallon tank set up, and we'll probably connect to that, or we might have another staging tank. Because this bathtub's going to move further up, closer to the tanks once we build our shed.
There's an idea for you, Scott, for your Highlands.
What's that?
Your old toilet. You can use it as a flow control for your Highlands.
Welcome to Canada. We don't have to do that. We turn on a tap. Actually, we don't even turn on a tap. The girls are drinking. The ice is already off their drinking hole, and there's 40 feet deep by roughly 100 feet around. More than enough water for the girls to drink.
Yeah, we'll probably eventually put another dam right down the end of our property down there. Now, there's a cow way in the distance. So, hello, Tuesday. What are you doing? You a clever mum? So she's had one calf. That Gretel behind her. She didn't have a calf this season. We don't know what the hell's happened to her. She's gone on strike. But, that's my girl.
Yeah, she wants more treats.
Yeah. Yeah, she's the alpha female, also known as the bitch.
Yeah.
But, this one's Pruey. This is the one that will come up and have a pat sometimes. Won't you, Pruey? Come on, Pruey. Come on. Yeah.
Hello, I'm inquisitive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody here in your chat was asking where Bomber Steve was at. I missed it. I don't know who it was, but somebody was asking. But he's in Australia.
So central Victoria. So if you look at the map of Australia, down in the bottom right corner, in between New South Wales and Tasmania, and we're basically right smack in the middle of that state. The geographical centre of Victoria is about 5 minutes drive from here.
Uh-oh. Mother's watching and typing now.
Oh, look, yep. Yeah, no, she yelled out before, "Don't show the dam!" Because we're saving it for a video.
Yeah.
But the guy that came in and did the dam in our driveway did an awesome job.
But this would be a good night to show a sneak peek, on Scott's Live. Everybody a sneak peek, a little tidbit.
Well, let me ask you a question. If you're told to not do something by your partner, do you go ahead and do it, or have you learned not to do that?
Well, I do it, but I'll regret it in the morning.
Exactly. I may have to sleep with one eye open, but normally I do try it.
Yeah, let's just leave it at that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's really neat, and that's what I like doing this Saturday night. It just seemed like, we get to see different parts and just how people do things differently, and it's a great system.
Yeah, look, you've got different time zones and people are available at different times, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is a Sunday morning for us. Have I actually, Scott, have I showed you the pet blue tongue?
Don't think so.
See if I can find him. Hang on. Oh. sit there a minute.
Julianne, I think, is wanting him to get out there and feed them cows.
I know.
Yeah, I do. There he is.
Uh-oh.
Ho, 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 what a cutie.
Is that a gecko? It sure looks like a gecko.
So it's a eastern
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Eastern blue-tongued skink. He's got
Now,
you'll see why it's called a blue-tongue.
were you called to catch that and then kept it, or?
No, anything I catch, if I keep it, I can lose my license for poaching.
Oh, okay.
So it's illegal to take animals out of the wild unless you're given permission, and native animals anyway. So Blizzard is a captive bred eastern blue tongue.
Now, what does his diet consist of?
They're omnivorous, so they have some meat. So I squash up. Actually, Shadow, our dog, has these this dog food that I squash up for him. Mealworms, crickets. They love snails. He just goes off his nut on snails. And then
Wow.
lettuce. They love strawberries. Anyone that grows strawberries will be used to having an eastern blue tongue in their strawberry patch around here for sure.
Well, don't let him get too close to your worm farm.
No.
Actually, he's a funny blue tongue. He's not really that interested in worms. I've tried worms many times, and he sort of takes a sniff and turns his nose up at it. But he loves mealworms. Yeah, which a lot of reptiles and lizards do. So,
yeah.
These are a common visitor in people's backyards.
Okay.
So probably somewhere between a third and a quarter of our snake call-outs turned out to be blue tongue lizards. Because people just see the tail, which is quite an,
So how old would he be, Steve?
he's coming up to a bit over 2 years old. So between, I think he's about 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's not fully grown yet. They get to about 2 feet when they're fully grown. But they have been known to live for 20 to 25 years in captivity.
Wow.
Yeah. These guys, they're just great pets. They're just so... The temperament between this guy and a wild one is no different. You can, once you get hold of them in the wild, they'll just sit in your hand and they'll just relax. So this guy's only nipped me once when I put my finger in the wrong place. He was in his tunnel and I put the finger in there and he went, "No, don't know that." But apart from that, he's never tried to bite. Have you?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're
That's really
they're
neat.
actually you can get captive bred blue tongues over in America too. So if anyone's interested in having one as a pet, I know there is a supply over there as well.
Oh, and mother has corrected you. He's
What's that?
almost 4.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I have no concept of how time goes. Oh yeah, that was last year, was it? No, that was 2 years ago.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
My wife said if I want a blue tongue, I got to go down and get me a snow cone, a blueberry snow cone. That's the only way I'm getting a blue tongue.
Drink a bottle of that. There's a liqueur, the blue liqueur. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah.
Coconut juice.
Yeah. Well, there we go. There's another little run around Sweeney's farm where we're at.
Yeah, you're sweating it
Oh, I'm sweating
like a stuffed pig.
That's okay though.
We
We
had
saw some very interesting things.
we had about a quarter of an inch of rain a couple of nights ago, and now we've got a fairly warm day. So it's the humidity here, so which is why I sweat in humidity because it won't evaporate and just keeps on coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Lila. Very, very soon I will give away 500 mils of syrup. Lila said it's time for syrup, so she must be getting tired.
Hey, that was interesting the other day when you were in that maple syrup plant. That was really cool.
Yeah.
The Sugar Shack.
Yeah,
Sugar
the shack.
shack.
Yeah. That's something we definitely don't have over here.
Well, that's it. You need freeze thaw cycle to process that stuff.
Yeah. And I love maple syrup, but I'm a bit of a maple syrup snob. If it doesn't come out of Canada, I don't want it. It's definitely the best.
Oh, we still do ours the old way with the wood fired, and the
Awesome.
taste is still there. Where they want to try to mandate. So the reason why we don't sell is they want you to use a specific type of bottle.
Okay.
Of course, the bottle is stupid expensive.
Yep.
Number one, we use old recycled liquor bottles. There's nothing wrong with them.
No.
So, and wood fired.
Yeah.
They don't want you to wood fire anymore because if any ash gets in it, it could cause cancer.
Yep.
Well, good Lord. My ancestors have made this for hundreds of years and they lived to be 100. So, you know what? Call me silly. I'll eat it.
I'm sure there's one or two additives in McDonald's that might be slightly carcinogenic if you looked at it too, but that doesn't stop them selling them by the ton around the world.
Yeah, slightly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
All
Scott.
right. So, what's that?
Time out. I wonder if Gathered Together is still in the chat. They're 22 away from 500. 22 away.
Uh-oh.
Julianne Drive.
There's the boss.
Oh, there's the boss.
Yep.
Julianne.
I'm here to crack the whip.
Hey,
Yep.
there you go. You tell
Oh,
them,
that a
Julianne.
girl. You
Gotta get these
you
cows
need
fed.
something.
Hey, you know what works better than a whip? A boomerang.
Jesse, they're still here and they haven't moved. They're still at 22 away.
Right. All
Well,
you guys that are in the chat, go and sign up, subscribe to Gathered Together. Jessica and Glenn are awesome folks.
Yes.
And Jessica does all the work. Glenn, he's just the cameraman. Jessica does all the work, all the farming, all everything. Just like Sweeney's.
Yep. Yeah, we call her video editor in chief now. Yeah. I'll tell you another really interesting Aboriginal artifact that you'll find on YouTube if you want to see. It's called a bull roarer. So it's like an aeroplane wing. So it's got that thickness in the middle out to the edges, and they would put it on a string and they would swirl it around. It was actually featured in the Crocodile Dundee movie. As much as I hate to reference that cultural cringe movie, but it was a signalling device. So they would turn it and it makes a whirring noise as it goes around, and it travels for miles. Midnight Oil actually have a song, and they use the bull roarer as part of the soundtrack behind it. So if you have a look for something interesting, go onto YouTube and do a search for bull roarer or Aboriginal bull roarer.
Blue
They're
roarer.
an amazing little device.
How do you spell that, Steve?
So BULL and then ROARER. So roarer.
Okay.
Bull.
I'll
Yeah,
have to look that up.
roarer.
Bull
Yeah.
roarer. Wow.
My understanding as a white guy is that where the Native American Indians would use smoke signals, the Aboriginals would use these audible bull roarers, and so messages could be transferred from tribe to tribe.
Hey, Dash.
Anywho, I better
right,
get
brother.
up here and jump on the tractor and get these cows fed and start getting some seedlings in the ground.
All
Well,
right. Well,
it was a
if
pleasure.
That boy mother came out to crack the whip and get you back to work. You were lollygagging way too far.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I do need a coffee to charge up the batteries though before I hit the work. Hallelujah.
Absolutely.
I think we need to get rid of a few roosters.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Hey, there you go. There's some good stew meat.
Now get me kill cone out and take care of them.
Yeah.
Actually, video on our channel how to make a good kill cone too. So if anyone wants to process chickens, have a look at that.
For free.
That was another good MacGyvered kill cone.
So we did the same thing. All our kill cones are all homemade.
Indeed.
I'm,
All right,
I'm
guys.
I'm too frugal to spend like $40, $50 for a kill cone.
Absolutely. Yeah. The end
It
of the day,
doesn't need to
you
be
to hold them still.
stainless. It doesn't need to be stainless steel.
No, it doesn't. No,
But
because it all gets processed after. Anyway, I'll
all right,
catch you on.
you guys take care.
Yeah, you too. And always a great chat to you, Scott.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
And
And
sorry,
you
what-
be safe.
And the other gentleman, sorry, what's your first name?
Just call me Jesse.
Sorry,
Jesse.
Jesse. Well, great to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you.
All right,
Santa,
take care.
Santa
Have a-
Claus.
All right, have a good night and take care, everyone.
All right, Steve. Take care, bud.
See you on the flip side.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I've got to get out.
Oh, I can get you out here. Just give me a sec.
Scott, I think they're wanting some maple syrup.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say something right now.
Uh-oh.
I will give away 500 milliliters right now. I will give away a second bottle if you know who hits 500.
Uh-oh.
So call your friends, call your aunts, call your uncles. I don't care who you call. You get them to 500 tonight. I'll make that 2 bottles. We'll give it away. We're going to go a very easy way tonight. We're going to do the number game. So hit the refresh, guys. Make sure you're on live. And as long as you're on live, I will pick a number between 1 and how many people we got in here? 24? 1 and 100. You get 1 guess. You get 2 guesses, you're disqualified. Okay? 1 guess only between 1 and 100. Put it in the chat. Not until Jesse says go. So I will write down a number. The number is written. Now, again, you have 1 guess, not multiples. 1 guess. The closest to the number wins 500 milliliters of maple syrup. I will get it out by next weekend. I will get it out this week sometime. So, if everybody wants to, like I said, very simple rules. 1 and 100, 1 number, closest one, above or below, wins themselves 500 mils, and go on Jesse's go.
Ready? Go.
Shane's not a very good listener, but that's okay. He's from Nova Scotia. Well, that's pretty good, Charles, because it's 1 in 100, and you put 163, buddy. Guess again. Close.
Yeah. There's some things you just can't fix there, Scott.
No.
Hey,
Yes.
while they're putting in
No,
numbers,
no.
while they're putting numbers in, I wanted to show you something else. I found this. I didn't find it. It was given to me by my uncle when we went up in Central Texas. 540
Wow.
milliliters. And I looked online to see how much it's worth, and it's sealed can. She's had in the freezer, and it said $94 for 100% pure Canada Grade A.
How much?
Labont, $94. That can't be right, but that's what it was online for 500. And this is a product of Canada.
Charles, we're just playing with you, brother. It's good. You got your guess in now. if Jesse and I didn't bother you or bug you, come on now. You know us better than that. All
It's
right,
from-
so we're
from
gonna
Quebec.
count it down. Yeah, no, that's crazy amount of money.
Yeah, for 540 liters, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But then again,
So-
it's Quebec. It's from Quebec, so
Well, that says a whole lot. Hopefully Darren's not here, but all right. So I'm gonna count down from 10. And Jesse, whenever I get to 0, just put stop, and anybody after that, they're not included. So 10,
remember you have a delay.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're done.
Okay, I put it in there now.
I see it. I see it. Now, here's the number. 61.
I was way off.
I do believe it's Charles.
So Charles was 63, unless he has another one in there.
Nope, he won it at 63. He's the closest to it.
Yeah, I think he's the only one I see closest.
All right, Charles, send me your address.
Yeah.
And
Congratulations, Charles.
exactly, he's wanted maple syrup for a couple of years, so it's going to a good home. And Gather Together Homestead is still not moved. Can't tell me that everybody's subscribed to them. You were close, Lukey. You were just not close enough, buddy. And you get enough maple syrup, buddy.
Now, did you hit that badach? No, I don't know. I see six people that sub to the channel. I might refresh your screen. They're at 479 now. Oh, I think we lost his mic, guys. And no, but I can't hear Scott. I don't know if we lost his mic or something. Yeah, he lost something. Well, hello, folks. This is the Mod Father Hour here. Yeah. If his lips are moving, he's lying. So don't listen to him. I know nobody can hear him because I can't hear him. Yeah, he's censoring himself. You're right, Lynette. La di da di da di da di da la di da la di da. Is that good enough there for you, Daz? See, his lips are moving, so I know he's lying. Now, can anybody in the chat hear him? Gathered together. Let me see if I can put that in the chat again. All right, I'm gonna. Scott, we don't hear you.
Okay, how about now?
Oh, we hear you now.
Okay, so I just smashed the camera that you bought me.
Oh no. If it wasn't for bad luck, Scott.
I give up.
Well,
Hey,
I'll
Cora,
have
my
to
mom is
order
doing
another
great. Cora, thanks for asking. She is on the mend, and she's getting better and better, stronger and stronger every day. It was a close one there for a little bit, but thank you for asking. She's doing great. Thanks to
one. All right,
everybody's
guys.
prayers.
They're getting up there. They're at 482. I tell you what,
Come on, I want another bottle of maple syrup.
I will give another bottle of maple syrup away on Thursday at Procrastination Thursday if Gathered Together stays above 500. If you've got a community page, get them on it.
Yep.
These folks are awesome people.
Yep.
They're new to our community, but you know what? They're going to make a big impact in our community.
Yeah.
So
Jessica's
I will
awesome.
say-
James, he's kind of,
well, I know, but yeah, I'm trying to be nice.
yeah.
So
He's trying though. He's trying.
if we can get them above 500, they stay above 500. Just don't go and over and like. Watch a couple videos, and
Leave a comment.
they will follow. They will follow you. They will re-banana you.
Boomerang. They will boomerang.
Yeah, they will boomerang you back in 48
Boomerang.
hours so that it sticks.
Yeah. Not right away, in 48 hours or more.
Exactly. Because we never, ever do follower for follower. Sub for sub is bad.
Especially on the same day.
Absolutely. I think. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I'm in the dark. Oh, well. I guess I'll be ordering a new light tonight. Oops.
You can lead a horse
guys-
to water.
That just, you guys got that on Amazon, did you not, Jesse?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I actually still have the box. Yep. I still have the box right there.
So I want to answer Daz in the chat. No, I have not heard from Freddie or seen him in any of the lives. And I'm in a lot of lives every day. I haven't seen him in a while. I wonder if he's doing okay.
No, I was asking somebody about that this week, Daz. There's been no activity. Nobody's heard from him. Nobody's seen him.
I hope he's all right. I hope
Mhm.
I hope he just took a break from YouTube, just saying, hey, I need a break. And it's not nothing
I
serious.
do think I have his address because I think he wanted a sticker. So I may send him a card if I have it. Yeah, I got it somewhere around here, but
Yeah, he's in a
Definitely.
lot of he's usually in a lot of lives. So
okay. Daz said that he shot him a message on Instagram.
good. Yeah, I hope he's okay.
So Glenn and them are still at 482. Like I said,
So what's that? 18 away?
actually, I just noticed they
What's up?
unsubscribed us.
They
At the start of this, we were friends. And I just went to refresh it, and we were no longer friends.
Uh-oh.
So Glenn, don't follow me back for 48 hours. That's really, I've never seen that. That's weird. I've got a new addiction.
So you're apple chips,
No, banana.
banana chips.
They're easy to make. And yeah,
Yeah, Lisa's been doing a lot of canning, done a lot of dehydrating. You name it. She's just been prepping like a schoolgirl.
Mhm.
Big Matt, my neighbor. What's up? I don't think
What's
he can hear it.
neighbor?
I don't know.
Hey,
He's not moving in here.
Glenn or Jessica, why don't Glenn or Jessica pop on here? Come on, introduce yourselves.
I know.
If they're there, come on, jump on.
They're here.
I'll,
They're still
I'll
talking.
I'll even jump off if it gives you more room.
I'm allowed 9 people up here.
Oh, you can have 9 people on Melon? Wow.
Yeah.
What's happening, Mr. Monetize? Oh, we can't hear you. Turn your mic on. Yeah.
Try again, Big Matt. You may have to come out or jump out, come back. Your mic's not working. Yeah, it says that it's working, but all right, Kareen, you have a great night.
483.
We can get them over 500 and get them to stick there.
Yeah, if Glenn's still out there, he wants to jump on, he can jump on.
I know.
The only problem we have though, Scott, is when Glenn tries to do a live, Jessica always just jumps in and takes over.
Typical.
Yeah, she just does not want Glenn to take all the glory, I guess. but she does it sweet. Uh-oh.
That's supposed to be Glenn.
Sound like Darth Vader. I am your father, Glenn.
I know. Oh, there you go. Speak, brother, speak.
Well, I just wanted to let y'all know that I put them on my community tab again.
Excellent.
Told everybody they only need less than 20.
I
Go
know.
hook 'em
They're
up.
18. 17 now.
I know. We can do this.
Mhm.
And you were out lurking somewhere else. You missed the maple
drawing.
syrup draw.
No, I didn't. I've been here since the beginning. I just hadn't been saying anything. I had a bit of a headache and was just.
Well, he called your name, but
trying
you had to be
relax.
present to win.
I know. I
I
can't believe.
said hello when I came here. I'm not worried about it. We talked yesterday, so
He knows better.
No, you don't have to have Melon. If you just click the little link on top, you don't have to have Melon. The one on top of the chat, it's in the blue band on the top.
Yep. The same one. You just hang on. I just got to scroll down. And
Glenn, Let Jessica drive, Glenn. She'll figure it out for you.
There we go.
I said I clicked it earlier and it wouldn't let me in.
Oh, it let you in, but it wouldn't show your picture.
Ah,
So then I kicked you out so that you'd come back, and you did, and it works.
I say it's working now.
Yep.
I don't know why, but Jesse just enjoys giving me crap.
It's because it's easy.
It's not just you; it's everybody.
It's everybody.
Yeah, I'm an equal opportunity offender. Trust me.
Well,
No.
well I'm offended, Jesse.
Okay. Well, then I've done my job.
Then he'll do it more.
Yeah. And don't tell me
Never-
something bothers you, because then I'll continue doing that.
Hey, you know what?
Not-
You know what bothers me, Uncle Jesse?
What's
I gotta
that?
tell you,
Tell
super
me.
chats. Super chats bother me. They offend me too.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to keep doing it then. Yep.
Yeah, they put.
I like them 99-cent super chats.
So Matt, how
Yeah.
long did your live go the other night?
Oh, about 3 hours.
I say I was in there and it was 2 hours and running. And I was like, I gotta go.
And I got there late. I got there when you first said you had to go, and you were still another 2 more hours.
I left and came back and left and came back.
I've had that happen.
Oh, that would be the reason why I have almost 2,000 views.
Does it? I guess does it count every time somebody leaves and comes back in?
As long
Yep.
as they stay for 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So Glenn, I watched that video that you guys put out this morning about milking the goats.
Yep.
You need to give Jessica some sort of ergonomic chair for her to sit on. That sitting on the edge just ain't going to cut it.
I offered to build her a little bench off the side of that and everything, and she didn't want it. She says that the way the stanchion is built, it puts her exactly where she wants to be. So I offered. She didn't want a stool. She didn't want a little chair on the side of it, a little ledge, nothing. So
Well, I was
that's what
just
she
thinking
gets now.
yeah, I was just thinking about right now. It's she's young, but once she starts getting my age, she's gonna be going, "Oh, my back! Oh, from all that milking cows, milking goats, milking whatever."
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do if she ever gets sick or something. I don't know how to milk the goats yet. I can do it, but it'd take me forever.
You need to do it. Use that vacuum pump like what Gina from Lumna Acres uses, and it
I
works.
went and tried to find their video on that because I saw you'd mentioned that in the comment. I couldn't find their video,
Nope,
but I
they
made
did.
one out of a brake bleeder with a little handheld brake bleeder and with a mason jar and stuff, and it worked. But I've got to look at it a little bit more and perfect it. But it did work.
Pretty
Yeah, well,
much every show, like
Every
every
video-
one, Gina.
Yeah, almost every video. The first part of it is her milking the goats.
Yeah.
So if you watch any of her, well, I wouldn't
Hey,
say summer. It's almost every.
I'm gonna hop off here. I gotta take care of something.
Okay, Matt.
Okay, buddy.
I'll
See,
be
Matt.
in the chat. Bye bye.
Yeah, and it's just it's some sort of a mechanism that she just hooks up to the goats, and it automatically she starts it and it puts it into the jar, and she's done. I mean, she does the same as Jessica. She'll wipe the goats real well and brush them off and all that stuff before she does it. But that, I mean,
Is it an electric one?
I think so.
Yep.
But
Okay,
Yeah.
like with a canister on it.
right, I mean,
Mason jar. Yeah.
it's so
Okay,
easy.
okay.
Even Glenn can do it.
There ain't much I can do though. Jessica usually does everything.
Well, you can do this. Trust me.
Jesse, just call Jesse and he'll help you. He'll guide you.
If he make a trip up here, we can teach him how to milk the goats.
Yeah. So speaking of trip up there, why don't you tell the folks in the chat where you're from? I know you're from Missouri, but that's all.
We're in Adrian, Missouri, so we're just south of Kansas City, about 45 minutes
Okay.
north of Springfield. If Springfield or Branson area, we are north of Branson about 3 hours.
North of Branson.
I delivered in Springfield. I brought 40,000 pounds of paper to a newspaper place down in Springfield.
Okay.
Came out of Quebec, Canada.
Oh wow, that's a haul.
And it's been, 30 years since I've been to Branson.
Well, you have to come
Wow.
back.
Is it still a music capital there?
Oh yeah, yep. It's a tourist area down there, so all kinds of shows and live events and go-karts and all kinds of stuff down there for the kids and everything too.
Wow.
Why? What's the matter with them, Lila? She said that I've got to watch about eating those banana chips. I get too much potassium.
So that's just the opposite of what my mom needed. She didn't have no potassium, so they were trying to give her potassium.
I don't know. Now she's talking about tornadoes in Branson.
Oh,
Are you trying to say that if I eat too many banana chips, I'm going to create tornadoes? I thought that was just gas.
no, she's saying they just had a few tornadoes in Branson.
Oh, did they really? I didn't think they came up that far. I knew there was some that rolled through, but I didn't realize they were up in Branson.
So I didn't hear of any in Branson area recently, but unless I missed it.
Well, so I know Jessica's there somewhere, but how long have you?
She's sitting in the other chair over here.
How long have
listening.
How long have you and Jessica been there in your farm or on your ranch?
Hey, I commented that Jessica was out doing all the chores by herself.
Oh,
Nobody got that.
lies,
You're
lies.
We've only been here. We moved in here last May, so going on a year now.
Yeah, because I know you said the property was the owners let you guys come in and work on the property prior to closing, which was a
They
good
did.
deal.
They did.
Yeah.
When we bought it, we kind of bought it on a handshake. There was no realtor or anything like that involved. We actually came and visited with them, looked at the house when it was a mess and a disaster, and to him, he thought so anyways. And we sat in his living room, made him an offer on it, and pretty much bought the place on a handshake. So
That's good.
But yeah, he let us come down every weekend from that we wanted to, from middle of February until we closed on the place in May. So end of May. So we waited a while, but he let us do quite a bit of work, took out a bunch of old fence and put up our garden fence and everything, tilled the garden. He even let me use his tractor to till the garden and everything, just so I didn't have to haul mine. He had his tiller and hooked it all up, let me use his tractor and everything. So,
Wow.
yep, super nice people.
Right, but I know you guys probably gave some kind of down payment or something to do all that, but weren't you afraid of him backing out of the deal and doing all that work and him backing out? Was it
There's always that risk. It was just one of those deals. We just felt like the Lord kind of was leading the whole deal, and it was something that we were willing to do. And yeah, I mean, there was always that chance that the deal could fall through. But I mean, we put pipe fence in and everything for our horses before moving in. So we had quite a bit of money invested in the place before we ever closed on it. But we just really felt like it was the Lord's will for us. So that's why we went ahead and proceeded with it.
Yeah. So besides the kids, how many other animals do you have on the farm?
Besides the kids, They're the most expensive animals we've got on
Right.
the farm. Besides Jessica, she runs. She'll go make us go broke too. Every time I turn around, there's new plants and bushes and trees showing up, but
Wow.
we've got about 50 chickens, probably somewhere around there. 50, yeah, something
Wow.
like that. 50 chickens or something, and then currently we've got probably 25 rabbits, I think, out there with the babies. We lost 2 litters here recently. We just lost when they had their last babies. We breed all 4 of our breeders at the same time, and 2 of them gave birth on the night that it dropped down to like 5 degrees. So
Oh,
we lost both of those litters, which was 18 rabbits total there.
Oh,
So
that hurts.
that was a big deal there, because we've been selling quite a few. We can't seem to keep them in the pens out there. They fly out as soon as they're able to be sold. Around 5-6 weeks we'll sell them, and people are just buying breeding trios and starting to raise their own rabbits. And
now they died because they didn't have heat, or what was the problem?
our rabbit coop is not heated, which they shouldn't need it. But when they gave birth that night, we have our nesting boxes and stuff. We have a video on how we build those
Right.
with all the pine shavings and stuff, and then we stuff them full of straw. But the rabbits just didn't pull very much hair that night when they gave birth, so the babies got cold.
Right, because they normally
And-
pad their own nest, if you will.
Yeah, they'll pull hair and they'll stuff it in there and build they'll burrow a hole in the nesting box that we put together for them, and then they'll fill that hole with all their fur. And they just didn't fill it with fur. There was a little bit, but there wasn't much, so the babies got cold and didn't make it. We brought them inside, had them on the heating pad, and they just didn't come out of it. So we lost 18 of them, but we've still got about 25 rabbits out there right now. The other 2 rabbits gave birth the next day, but it was 30 degrees. So instead of 5.
Right.
Yeah. So big difference in the temp.
So you got goats, you got chickens, you got rabbits, you have kids.
Goats, chickens, rabbits, the cats, and the dog, and
Cats and-
right now that's it. We just sold the horses. We had 2 horses and got rid of them. So
You might actually be able to save some money now.
I was gonna say, yeah, they're pretty expensive for sure.
Wow. And so what's the most time consuming? Is it the goats, or what takes the most of your time?
I would say the goat. When it comes to chores, the goats definitely take the most time, because she from the time she gets her stuff around to go out and milk goats and do that, it's probably takes her a half an hour to do that, and I can do all the other animals in the time that she does the goats. So
But y'all are doing like 2 or 3 times a day, correct? You don't just milk
twice
them
a day.
Twice a day.
She
Right.
milks once in the morning and then once in the evening. And we've only got 2 goats out there that she's milking right now. The other 2 are the males. But the 2 that she's milking, we're getting a little over a half a gallon a day. Or no, yes. No, a gallon.
Half a gallon of milking.
Half a gallon each time she milks. So we're getting a gallon a day, a little over a gallon a day.
Well, the video said half a gallon.
That was me.
Half a gallon per goat.
Per goat.
Yeah.
Per goat, we're getting half of a gallon basically per goat a day.
Now I don't think I've ever had goat's milk, but I hear that it tastes. You can't tell the difference between goat's milk and milk, cow milk. Is that true?
Depending on the breed of goats, some of them are a little different. Like your Nigerian dwarfs, their milk tastes a little different, but they have a really high butterfat content. Whereas ours don't have as high a butterfat, but you can't tell with ours. You can't tell the difference between regular milk and cow's milk. So
Yeah. And once you pour it on Rice Krispies,
yeah, it just don't matter when you got it on frosted cornflakes or
or
something.
frosted
it don't matter.
cornflakes. Right.
So
Growing up, we couldn't afford the frosted flakes. We had Rice Krispies, and we were lucky to have that.
And you had to eat those fast, so they get all soggy on you.
That's right.
And now you can't even buy Rice Krispies in the store; they're all sold out.
Everything's getting to
Yeah,
that
everything's
point where
getting
it's just about all sold out. That's why our garden's as big as it is, and we have all the animals we have. So
Right. And the chickens bring you about what, 2 dozen of eggs a day? You say you got 50?
right, yeah, right now we're getting about 20 eggs a day right now, but one of our chickens, our flocks, isn't laying yet. They're only about 5-6 months. So like 2 chickens in there. 2 of the hens have started laying out of the 14 in that coop. So,
Right.
but the other 2 coops, we've got Easter eggers and barred rocks in, and then our Rhode Islands, they're not laying yet. So once they
Now,
start, we'll be getting about 3 dozen a day.
Is it a young flock? Like, I just
Yeah.
don't understand why they stop.
Well,
they
they never started.
Okay.
They haven't started laying yet. They've just now started within the last couple of weeks, to where I've got a couple of them in there that are laying an egg a day. But
Okay.
once it starts warming up a little bit more, they'll all start laying. So
Yeah, I was watching another video of some people that were talking about eggs not laying, and somebody in the chat said that if you change the water, give them warm water, the eggs they'll start laying eggs because they don't like the cold water, whatever.
Huh.
So, but and
No.
I'm not sure if that works or not, but they just say if you just change the temperature of the water, that'll change their laying habits. But I don't know. I don't have that.
there's Nick showed up in the chat finally.
Hey,
Next year, gathered together. No. We got Steve is back, so he must have already fed the cows. He's back under Bomber Steve. And Lila's going to bed.
Yep.
And Lynette, Coffee Angel Crafts, is here. And then I also saw Old Ways Gardening and Prepping just showed up. Howdy, guys.
yeah. So for those who just showed up, we're talking with Gather Together Homestead, Jessica and Glenn. We're trying to get them to 500, preferably tonight, but sometime this week we'd like to get them 500 before Thursday, so we can get another bottle of syrup given away.
I'll raffle off another bottle of syrup if we can keep them above 500
before Thursday.
I say it's tough because YouTube starts kicking people out on you and stuff when you start getting up there close. I mean, we were up there a while back getting close, and then they took away 10 subscribers overnight, and then just last night we lost 6 subscribers last night. It's crazy.
I'll make you cry. I haven't moved in a month.
Wow.
And I've been in the Filipino community. I know I've had substantial amount of new viewers. Unfortunately, they didn't like my video. The first video that I did about processing the girls, not a problem. The second one, they hit me, and they hit me hard. And they have not given me a subscriber since.
Wow.
So, yeah, it hurts, but I've just kind of given up and stopped looking at it. And I just looked again, and yeah, I've went up 4 subscribers in a month.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I think a lot of it has to do with people sub, but then they don't look at a video, or they don't comment on a video. They don't do anything after they sub. They just sub, and then you never hear them. And I think that's what a lot of them are that are getting dropped. But
yeah, I usually try to sub whenever I sub to somebody. I'll make sure I hit that notification bell. But even if I'm in a live and I'll go and sub to them, I'll always go back, because it when I go back and look at my search, it shows who I searched, and I can always go back to their channels and watch some of their stuff and listen to them. I found one kid in the chat earlier. I think it was earlier this morning or something. He was in a live stream, and it was Struggler's Homestead or Struggler's Farm. That's what it was. This kid, I don't know how old he is. He ain't very old, but the kid he's a worker, and he flat gets in his garden and gets things done. But he can't be. He's got to be between 12 and 14, I would say.
Right.
Have
And
you ever seen
It's-
Grow
it's-
Jack Outdoors?
what's that?
Have you ever seen Grow Jack Outdoors?
Uh-uh.
He's just a young lad. He's no more than 13. He hunts, he traps, he fishes, he grows massive, massive pumpkins. You got to look this kid up.
Grow
Great,
Jack
great, great
Outdoors.
kid. Yeah, Grow Jack Outdoors. He's in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Just a great, great young man and hard worker. Loves in the garden. He used to be picked on at school. He's got a cleft lip. And he was picked on and picked on and picked on, and he started a YouTube channel. They did have to turn off the comments because of some nasty people.
Hmm.
But like, if his mom or dad forget and leave the comments open, everybody just floods it now with positive. You know, it's nice to see what the community's done for him.
Yeah.
It's
But
also
Jessica just
Very
went and
knowledgeable.
checked him out and said he's got like 24,000 subscribers. So that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
That's pretty cool.
hey, Roy's Homestead Bees, welcome.
Says we're all young lads. I don't feel like a young lad. I get out there. Jessica works me to death.
Now,
And
do
then
you,
takes all the credit.
Glenn, do you when you get all them eggs, do you take those eggs and sell them at work, or do y'all sell them off the farm there somewhere?
We will sell them from the farm, but also we own a roofing company too, so that's what we do to actually make a living. But
Right.
My Hispanic crews and stuff, they buy probably, I don't know, 10 dozen every couple of weeks. But we actually freeze dry a lot of our eggs. We actually I put 75 eggs in a freeze dryer yesterday evening.
Wow.
So that'll freeze dry out. They're about done. They actually, Jessica, I think, just went to check on them, but
That's what
they're probably done now, and those will end up being powdered eggs on the
I've seen,
shelf.
Living
vacuum
Traditions
seal
do
them,
that.
and
Yeah.
So what do you like? Is it just like scrambled eggs and then it just sucks it all out, becomes a powder? You add some water to it.
Yep.
And then
whenever you
poof.
want it, they say I want to say it's like 2 tablespoons is equivalent to 1 egg. So 2 tablespoons of the powder is equivalent to 1 egg when you reconstitute it.
Okay.
So you just add water to it and just whisk it back up and throw it in a skillet, and you got scrambled eggs. So
Wow.
and it's good on the shelf for about 25 years in the powdered form out of the freeze dryer. So
That's
Wow.
awesome.
yep.
Have you freeze dried Skittles yet?
We
I
have
know.
not. I've seen it. Jessica says she refuses to freeze dry Skittles. So
What?
Come on, Jessica.
Oh,
they'd never last.
Sustainability, not sweet tooth.
Yeah, she says we're looking for self-sustainability, not sweet tooth.
well, yeah, but you know, you're gonna want something sweet in 25 years. Oh,
She says
man.
bananas.
But all work and no play makes Jessica a dull girl.
Those bananas, they're all the ones that we freeze dried. They're like, you eat those and they taste like a banana marshmallow almost,
Oh,
like
wow.
Lucky Charms marshmallows.
Well, that would be the Skittles as well, right?
Probably, but she won't do it.
Well, she's got to go away someday.
He said
No.
she's got to go away someday.
Does Jessica homeschool?
We did when we first moved down here, but with her, she runs the office for the roofing company too, and then homeschooling the boys and running the office, and then trying to do stuff around here with the house and everything. Because I go to the city for work, so I drive, 45 minutes to an hour one way. So whenever I'm gone, she's pretty much taking care of stuff around here. So it was a lot on her. So we went ahead and did send the boys back to school with the sports and everything. I think they were kind of wanting to go and hang out with the friends and meet new people and stuff too. So it was good, but it was difficult to get it done here at home. So
Well, have you thought about getting some help around the farm there, like high school help or somebody that
we
a little extra cash?
we haven't. I tried to get Hunter to do it, but my oldest, he's 12, but he seems like he doesn't want to do all that stuff. The garden doesn't draw his attention and stuff, and the chores. So, but he sure finds all kinds of knives and airsoft guns and all that stuff that he wants to buy.
Well, no time like the present to train them.
Yep. We definitely get them out there, and they do help quite a bit. Once summer gets here and the garden gets going and stuff, they do the chores every morning before school. So they're out the door. They're out the door by 7 o'clock to get chores done, to go to school by 7:20, 7:25. Jessica takes them to school each morning. So
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Night,
and you
Tasha,
probably-
and-
And you
and
probably
thank
know
you for
scripture better than I do, but they say spare the rod, spoil the wife. Or something like that.
she's pretty spoiled already.
Ooh, you're within striking distance.
I was gonna
That's
say,
awful brave.
you're closer
she
than your top.
she knows she's spoiled.
Yeah, I know. Lisa's over here. She's spoiled too. I got her. I mean, spoiled rotten.
Well, I can tell. I seen that mobile RV you got, that mobile home you got driving around the country in.
Oh, yep. Do I need to say more? My point exactly.
Mama's
Yeah,
got to
Jessica-
ride in style.
She said, Nick says, your son and my 12-year-old Caleb are cut from the same cloth. They're not like they used to be, Nick.
Oh no, not even close.
No, my dad and stuff, and I wasn't nothing like my dad either, But it's like they've declined over the years. But my dad, he'd get up 4 o'clock and they milked. They had dairy cows. They had a dairy farm, so they milked cows at 4 o'clock in the morning, and he'd be leaving the milk barn to jump on the school bus to catch the bus at 6 o'clock. So every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when we were growing up, we didn't have these.
Nope.
We didn't have these when I was growing up.
No, you had like a chisel and a rock, and you used to, God.
If I wanted a cell phone growing up, I had to go to jail and get the cell, and then let them use their prison phone.
Use the phone in there.
That was a cell phone to me. If I wanted a cell phone,
Yeah.
you had to do something wrong. So
They're good. They're good boys. Hunter, my oldest, he's just more into the. If ours was a survival channel or something like that, how to survive in the wild and things with knives and building forts and all that kind of stuff, he'd be all over it. You know? But the gardening just doesn't draw his attention like it does mine and Jessica's. So,
Hey, Tony.
well, he'll find something. Maybe down the road he'll be wanting to help you with horses or help you with goats or
That's it. He could get into the animals or
He
find
could be a
something.
roofer. He could end up being a roofer.
if he's smart, he won't be a roofer, Jesse.
I know.
Yeah.
I've done that job. I don't envy that job.
No.
No, it's hard work. It's hard work. So
Take care,
I
Tony.
appreciate my guys.
That's it. I can't even imagine. I can still remember climbing up on the roof with 2 bundles on your shoulder. And
Do you do all types of shingles, Glenn, or are you just composition or metal? What?
We do mainly residential re-roofs, so asphalt. I've done like some decorative metal and stuff, but we do get into commercial roof coatings. Everybody's bouncing around here.
Yeah, he's playing musical chairs or something.
But no, I don't do the install anymore. So my guys will work circles around me.
And you have what? 1 crew, 2 crews, 5 crews?
Normally, we'll try to run 2 crews. It's been pretty slow this year though, so we're just running 1 crew right now.
Wow. Yeah, roofing is and it's hot during the summer when you're up there on that black asphalt roof, and
It is, and you see those guys up there roofing and stuff, and they're wearing long sleeve hoodies and the hood's up, and they're wearing jeans, and I would die if I dressed like that. But
I guess they're doing it so they don't get sunburned, right?
What's that?
I guess they're doing it so they don't get sunburned.
Yep, they don't want the sun on their skin and everything.
Yeah, because you have cancer and all that other kind of stuff. So anyway, I don't know what happened to Scott. You lose you, Scott? Becca Mud Trump, how you doing? How you doing? Roy's Homestead Bees, welcome. This is Scott's Live, not the Modfather Live, or Gathered Together.
My phone is about to die, Jesse, so I'm going to have to find a charger. Hunter, you got a charger? Let me get a charger plugged in here. I'm about to lose my phone. I got 1%.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you're kind of fading in and out with the vocal. Hey, Hunter.
There you go.
Jesse says, "Hey, Hunter."
Hey.
He's the oldest?
That's my oldest. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
that's Hunter. They're playing.
That's your
I think they're playing
survivalist.
Fortnite
Your
right
prepper,
now.
your prepper survivalist.
Yep. He's the one that's got 100 knives and all the cool gadgets.
Nick says Caleb is exactly like Hunter. He wants to make snares for the cottontails. You keep them out of the garden, then skins them, tans the hide, and uses the hide as a blanket to sleep outside.
Oh, man.
So cool.
I see you got a mount up there. Is that one of yours?
That is one. That's one I killed over in Kansas.
That looks like about a 12-point maybe? 12-point
That
maybe?
one's a 10-pointer up there.
That's exactly what I got. That's exactly what I got. You see my 10-pointer? You see my 10-pointer? That's a 10-pointer right there, Bubba. Only in Texas.
Yeah.
Yep. We catch them little. We catch them early.
I say I had one that I shot in Texas in 2011. Looked just like that, Jesse.
Okay.
About that big.
Yeah. Not everything's big in Texas.
The deer sure are.
Proof.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Hunter wants to show you his find. Him and his brother.
Oh, you got you some sheds there, huh?
That's a 107. That's a 170-inch deer that was found behind our house this new house that we're in right now.
Wow, those are huge.
He's a big deer. So
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is the only shed I found. Actually, I'm lying.
you gotta sit back in the background, Jesse. Just prop him up there on the desk and stand behind him and act like you're holding him. It makes him look bigger.
Oh, okay. I see. See, like, come over. Where's the camera?
No, you gotta go. You gotta go back there, and the deer right in front of the camera.
Yeah.
There you go. Now it's looking bigger.
Woo! Look at that bad boy. and I caught his brother.
That's how they do it in Texas.
And they're not. It's not a mirror, because if you look at the horns, they're different.
Oh boy.
But no, that's a nice mount you got up there.
Yeah, that was my first good deer that I killed, which was a public land Kansas deer.
You say good deer. Was there a bad deer?
First one that I was willing to put on the wall.
Oh, okay. First one that was worthy of going up on the wall. So, because they're all good deer to me. If you kill it,
Yep.
that's venison.
They all taste good.
Yeah. So, so what happened, Scott? You lost your signal too. First, you break your camera, your light, and now your sound goes out.
Something came over and said that I did something. I don't know. My hands were like on my on my legs, and then all of a sudden nobody's on the screen, and I see there's you two sitting in the back. I'm like, all right. So I got you two back up right away, and yeah, it would not let me back on Melon on my computer, so I had to quick fire up my cell phone, and I'm using it off my cell phone right now.
Is Cody
So-
in here tonight?
Cody,
Hog Deer 79.
it seemed like I saw him in here. The
Yeah, I just saw him, and I was just gonna say hello to him. And Miss Beck is in here now too.
Becca's in here now.
Say Cody does. He's a taxidermist down there.
Oh, here
in
he is.
Texas.
79. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of got a weird angle on me here because my phone's plugged in, so it's looking up at my face.
Yeah.
I've got mine just propped up between my two computers, so
Yeah.
I'm
My
sitting
luck
in my
is
easy
all
chair
over and
relaxing
smack-
before Jessica works me tomorrow.
oh no, your honey-do list quite long for tomorrow.
The honey-do list is always long around.
I thought Sundays were a day of rest.
Yeah. For
Well,
Lord.
not when the to-do list is that long.
The good Lord gets the day off, not us.
Okay.
Tasted a deer once. It's spoiled before I processed him. Fed him too much out of her.
Oh no! Come on, Becca.
Oh no.
We'll have to nix that conversation now.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Mouse deer.
Calls it as it is.
Is he making fun of my mouse deer here?
See, it's just not me. Charles said that it also kicked him out of the chat too.
Nick says they'll have to make a trip out there one day. You just come on up, Nick. Hunter and is it Caleb?
They're 3 hours north of Branson.
Yep. Hunter and Caleb, they can go camp out in the woods and stay out there for the weekend.
That was a okay.
Old ways guard. You don't know how hard it is. Anybody can find a big deer anybody can find a big deer like what Glenn has. But try to find one of these little pygmy deer, huh?
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah, my taxidermist. It took him about 10 minutes to stuff this one.
So Jesse, did you end up sending the stickers the other day?
Yes, I think My wife handles that. That's her department, but I think she did. Yes.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for those.
Yep.
Make sure we shoot a video with that once we get them for you.
Oh, you don't have to do that, but if you want to, it's up to you. But yeah.
Get our community tab, then we can share everybody's links on there.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get 500.
YouTube take it all away from me.
No, and mine stuck. Scott and them guys helped me, and I stayed over 500 the whole time. I never went down below.
Okay.
Except for the day we were doing it. The day we were doing it went up to 530, and then came back to 489. That was a big chunk. Yeah, and then it went, and then for some reason the next day it stayed at over 500.
Because whenever you grow so fast, they think it's bots. So they take the people down until somebody can go through and verify that no, that's a legitimate account, and then you get them back.
Right.
So Miss Becca, I don't know if you have Gathered Together Homestead already, but if you could, go give them a like and toss them out on your community page.
Yeah,
We're
same for
trying to
Cody.
get-
Cody hadn't already subbed.
Yeah, trying to get Glenn and Jessica up over 500.
Yep. No, I just got my community tab, and you're one of the first ones that I posted on my community tab. So
Yeah, we
Yeah.
appreciate it. I saw that, and that was pretty cool to see it on there.
yeah, and to even to post something before even posting something for Scott, that says a lot, right, Scott?
Well, I was going to say that hurt a little bit, but okay. As
Yeah.
long as
It's
As
about
long as-
helping. It's about helping others. You know that.
as long as people are helping others, I could care less if my name's ever spoken. It's all about growing the community, and that's what I've always said. If it takes me 6 years to get monetized, so be it. As long as others are growing, that's what I signed up for.
So Scott, how long does it take you to make a batch of your syrup?
Well, Monday I boiled all day, and they took off 4 gallons of syrup that day. Wednesday I boiled all day by myself, but it was getting near the end, so the sugar content, it wasn't so high. I only got about just under 3 gallons on Wednesday. So you can do about the process we have. At the most you can do with good sugar content is 5 gallons of
Okay.
syrup a day. Now that's a 16-hour day.
So what do you start with to get 5 gallons?
It's 40-to-1 ratio. So 40 gallons of sap makes 1 gallon of syrup.
Holy moly, that's a lot of sap.
That's why it's expensive.
No kidding. Did you hear that? 40 gallons of sap
the
makes
sap-
1 gallon of syrup.
Kind of like diesel. It takes 40 gallons of gas to go 1 mile.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's Chuck.
Yep.
Chuck
So,
got in
Chuck-
there.
My goodness, Chuck's back and Chuck's up late.
He probably just got out of Boots and Bounty's.
Oh yeah, he was probably dancing.
Their dance live. Yeah, I was over there for a
Yeah.
little while.
Okay. So yeah, and it all depends. Like the first run of the season we did this year, there was like very little sugar content. We got 15 liters, which that would be 3 gallons. We boiled for 3 days. So that should have been
Wow.
like 50. Yeah. We didn't even hit 50 gallons this year. And we had 240 trees tapped.
So
Man,
so
that's a whole lot.
yeah.
I thought I
So
might
the-
like to try it, but I don't know.
no, but to add on to what he was asking, Scott. So if you had 40 gallons of sap,
Yeah.
right in front of you, how long would it take you to boil the 40 gallons and get your 1 gallon of maple syrup? What's the time frame? Is it days, hours?
Hours.
So it
Well,
don't
like
take-
I said, I can do 5 gallons a day of syrup.
In
So
a 16-hour day.
5 times 4 is what?
200
200 gallons of sap. That would be an all day. That would be about a 14 to 16 hours from start to putting it into a bottle.
How long does it take you to get that much sap?
if Mother Nature is got a real good day, like if we get a heavy frost and it's sunny the next day with a little bit of a wind, it moves the tree, which gets the sap moving. The sun on the tree, the sap just pours. So we can have full buckets in less than a day on a really good day. So,
Okay.
and each bucket is anywhere, what we have on the trees is anywhere from 2 to 3 gallon buckets. And we have 240 buckets on the trees.
Okay. So you could get that much sap in a day then.
Oh, heck. There was one day last week. Yeah, just after we had the big week that was like minus, like we had extreme cold for a whole week. Personally, I collected 120, 140 gallons in an hour
Wow.
by myself.
Okay.
So now that's moving, and there's no, like, if there was still snow in the bush, that could take you 4 or 5 hours. But because there's no snow in the bush anymore, like, we're done. Wednesday was our last bottle, and that's actually what that's what my syrup was. They blessed me. I normally ask for nothing, but they blessed me this year with a substantial amount for me, which I can give to my kids and whatever else, and normally we don't get that. And then they gave me 2 or 3 bottles to share with my US friends as well. So we'll do different giveaways, and there's people that I've promised syrup to, and yeah. But this year, like Michigan and lower parts of Michigan, even lower parts of upstate New York, they only ran for 3 weeks. It was an all-around horrible year. We thought it was setting up to be a perfect year. No, probably the worst year we've seen in close to 10 years.
Wow. That's an
Yeah.
interesting process, but that is a lot of sap to make a gallon of syrup.
Oh, absolutely. Like, so that sap, you touch that sap / syrup 8 times. You pick it up out of the barrel, you put it into a bucket. From the bucket, you put it into a barrel on the gator, or if you got a snow machine, on the snow machine. Out of there, it goes into the storage tank. Out of the storage tank, it goes into our feeder tank. From our feeder tank, it goes into the pan to be boiled. Then it goes through a filtering process, moved over to our finishing pan. It goes through a filtering process. It touches our hands 8 times. So whenever somebody says, "Oh my God, a liter of maple syrup costs $20," yeah, it does. It's Jesse sent me, and I've seen it before, but in Canada, it's a commodity. Like there's warehouses full of maple syrup, and people barter with maple syrup. Like it's worth more than gold. And that's no.
Yeah, there's a good video out there about the maple syrup business in Canada.
Yeah. And like I said, most of them now, if you sell, if they have to be in a certain bottle, you got to have certain labels on it. It can't be processed with wood anymore. You've got to use gas or oil. Well, I'm sorry, but if you're getting the smoke off the wood, you're going to get the smoke off the gas or, propane, whatever you're using to fire, the big evaporators that they use now. So I don't know. That's why we don't sell our syrup, so that we can use old liquor bottles. Like, it looks like our three families are total alcoholics. But all our friends bring us all their empty bottles. Well, we don't even have to sterilize them because they've got alcohol in them. So they already come sterilized. So it's a neat little, the easiest way for us to sterilize is to swish it around in a little bit of vodka, dump it out, and it takes like a little bit of the process out. And you don't get the alcohol because whenever you put in the hot syrup, it evaporates out. So yeah, Steve Sheets, hello. I also saw somebody else new up here.
Michelle Ian.
Oh, got my.
You have somebody named Michelle Ian just jumped in as well.
Yes, that's who. Welcome. Appreciate you. Hit that subscribe and notification bell, and I'll hit you back in 48 hours.
And for anybody who's just now coming in, we're trying to get Gathered Together Homestead up to 500. So if you haven't already joined their family, we encourage you to do so.
So we're getting closer, so we definitely appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, we love nothing more than to push people over the edge. I mean, mentally, and number one, Jesse's pretty good at pushing people's buttons, and
I can push buttons. Yeah. Like I said, I'm the equal opportunist offender. But if I'm picking on you, it's because I like you. If I don't pick on you, wherever the camera's at, if I don't pick on you, then it's because I don't like you. Yeah.
Now is Stephen Sheets, is that Boots and Bounty? Or no, somebody else. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was him. I figured it would have said Boots and Bounty on there if it was him, but
yeah, it's Mr. Boots and Bounty is
it's Stephen.
No, Steve. He's new. Actually, just introduced himself here. So.
Okay.
Well, hello, Stephen.
Yeah. Exactly. Welcome.
Yeah. He's wearing a cowboy hat, so he must be somewhere from Texas.
Possibly.
Or Oklahoma, or Mississippi, Alabama,
Canada.
Well, I got a cowboy hat too, so he could be from Missouri.
Even Missouri, okay. Yeah.
There, he does karaoke.
Yeah. Well, we got to get Scott a cowboy hat up here in Canada.
Yep. Well, like I said, they're far too costly up here.
Yeah.
It's not even something that I'd even look at up here. Like for a plain Jane low grade cowboy hat, you're looking at $250.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, everything in Canada is expensive, though.
You need to go to Mexico and get you one
Well,
down there.
And I was, we're hopefully next May we'll be on our cruise, and maybe I'll grab one then. We'll see.
Fall in Arkansas.
I'm sorry.
Our name. It's Glenn and Jessica.
Yep. It looks like Stephen Sheets is from Pennsylvania. He's over there by Leanne.
Okay, well, we won't hold that against him. He's in Harrisburg, PA, and that Hershey pretty much owned that that geographical place around there. I've been to Harrisburg so many times. Holland chocolate. But anyways, guys, it is almost midnight here. So I think I'm going to call it an evening.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna get ready to get the boys in bed. They're starting to argue over games. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all are Central Time, right, Glenn?
yeah, it's
Okay.
10:36
10:30.
here right now.
Same
So
here.
10:30. Yep.
And we're over 3 hours, and I don't want to keep the mod boss up because then he gets cranky at church tomorrow, and it's just not.
Thank you for taking time to come in and chat, though, Glenn.
Nope,
Yeah,
I
we
appreciate it. Appreciate the invite and appreciate everything you guys are doing to help us get to that 500 mark. So
Well, we'll
we
get you there.
we
Don't
really
worry.
appreciate it.
We will get you there. It might take us an extra week, but we'll get there.
If we could just talk Chuck, from Belinda and Chuck, we could just get him to shout you out on his community tab, you'd be good.
Yep,
Say,
all the
Chuck
folks
just starts
folks
paying
from
people like he
Mississippi.
does for his channel, right?
Exactly.
Pay a few for mine, and we'd be there already.
Right.
Absolutely. And it's a lot of fun. And if you want to put Creekside Chronicles up for anybody that want to go to visit Tony and Jody in the morning.
Okay.
Chuck says he's got to get the community tab first.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to have a Creekside tomorrow. They have something going on, but I'll put it up there anyway.
Oh,
yeah, I think
don't know.
something going on. I'm not sure if they're having it tomorrow.
I should have asked him whenever he was here.
Yeah. His daughter's fixing to get married on the 21st, I think, 23rd, somewhere in there. So they're doing a lot of stuff to get ready for that. So I'm not sure if they're going to be there or not tomorrow or not.
I wonder if Tony and Joni are going to be still there in May, whenever I'm in Fredericton.
I don't know. What part? When are you going? In May?
May 7th. I'll be in Fredericton.
And you said you postponed your trip, your cruise?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to try to come down, but Deb's mom's not well. So,
I figured that.
We got to do what we got to do, and
yeah,
unfortunately, there's nowhere there to stay, so there's over a week of hotels or whatever. But again, it is what it is. You just got to go do the family thing, and know,
family comes first.
Absolutely. Yep. I'd love to be on a cruise somewhere.
Yeah,
but I guess I'll have to either wait till the fall or next May. We saved for years, Glenn, to go on a cruise, and then this damn hokey pokey happened. Yeah.
You can still go to Mexico though.
Yeah, but you know what? They still want $1,200 like for us to travel anywhere to do the tests. They haven't waived the test. And that was the biggest thing is I'm just far too frugal to spend $1,200 on tests.
No kidding.
See if I feel.
We went to Mexico back in December, I think it was, and they didn't require any tests to get there. But to come home, we had to test, and it was like $16 a person for the test.
Oh, that's Steve. Your good old Uncle Joe wants us Canadians to pay $379 each for PCR tests. So I need one going in, coming out, and I needed one going on the ship. So that's 3 PCR tests times 2. So it was 6 times $379 US. That's a lot of coin.
Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be going either.
No,
Wow.
I've got a lot more I can do with that kind of money than to just throw it after, a test to see if I feel okay.
Yeah, no kidding.
But
Wow.
hey, Anita, welcome, welcome. We're just about to call it a night.
Yep. That's
Hey,
weather.
it's past my bedtime by about an hour and a half.
What? Yeah, I see
Oh,
them droopy eyes there.
It happens.
The bags.
Yep.
Are you calling them
Usually
bags?
the kids are during the school week anyways. The kids are in bed by 9 o'clock, and Jessica and I are right behind them.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame her because she's up every morning, crack of dawn, milking them goats.
I know she does everything around here, so she got to get her sleep.
Yep.
See, you're starting to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
Yeah,
and there's
she usually falls
Chuck's
asleep
still
in her
here too.
chair. But well, I appreciate it, guys. I'm gonna jump off here and get ready
All
for
right.
bed myself. So
yeah, likewise. All right.
we'll
well,
see
you
you guys
cover-
on the next one.
We'll see you down
All
the
right.
road.
All right,
Take care,
Take
buddy.
care, Glenn.
see you.
All right, Scotty, I'm going to head out myself.
Okay, buddy.
And,
I will probably be talking to you either way tomorrow.
Okay.
If I'm not playing on here, I may be overplaying on my other channel.
Okay.
But
well, I'll talk with you later.
All right, buddy. Take
Bye-bye,
care.
everybody, chat.
Bye. All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, I'm not sure what happened tonight, but there was a little oopsie that people were kicked out of the chat and whatever. But again, there was a little hiccup, but we worked around it. The mod father kept everybody in line, and I think it didn't hold anybody out. I do believe that everybody was able to come back in. But anyways, guys, I appreciate every single one of you. We're actually the lowest we've been all night, and we're still at 16 folks in the chat. But it's getting late, and I can see this young man going to be sleeping in tomorrow. I may just have to put on, if Tony and Joni are having their Creekside Chronicles tomorrow, I'll have to put that on, and I might have to watch with one eye closed. I'm not sure yet. But it's funny. So this cow right there, she just had her baby, and I tell you what, they are some cute babies. That's my mission this week, is to go get some of the girls, go and get the babies up close photos. But you got to watch. You can't get too close because sometimes they get cranky. So right now we've got two babies on the ground, both healthy, running around, being, crazy little youngsters. We have a bull and a heifer on the ground so far. So we'll just have to wait and see what transpires. Hopefully there's a full moon soon, because it seems the girls really love to wait to the full moon, and then a couple days before to a couple days after, whew, poof, we get a lot of babies on the ground. And if I'm not mistaken, 2 weeks we have 7 or 8 baby bacon seeds hitting the ground. So it's my my heifer is gonna live with the pigs this summer. I don't want her to be bred, well, technically by her father. So she's just going to play with the bacon seeds and be friends over there. So anyways, take care. God bless. And I truly hope everybody has a wonderful week. We will see you on